too many guys that lead the front like that no more. A lot of these dudes in swing.
Put it on the floor. Like, I don't mind it at all, man, but I just don't think it should be done for certain positions.
Creative prayer as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's some creative players out there.
Alright, we're good. We're starting.
Running. Okay. I guess so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. Kahala, Yahweh,
Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Chachmadash.
And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Yeah, man, we're here again. Prophecies are still popping off, still continuing. Actually, I didn't tell you, man. So, you know, we always tell you about the mark of the beast. Let's start off with that. Give Revelations 13, man. We always like to talk about that topic of the mark of the beast, man. Now, this brother was with me when we went to the Elizabeth Centre down in central London to that security conference thing. And they were explaining kind of like the role that RFID chips and biometrics would play in security, right? Security documents. And basically the gist that we got from it was, like, because people always say, well, what's with all this biometrics if you're going to have a chip? Well, the point is, it's what operates in the form of like a two-factor security verification. Because you got your chip, but on your chip will contain your biometric information. And then so you can have biometric readers. So when you go to use your chip, the biometric reader can confirm that the identity of the person using the chip is the same. Okay? Now, funny enough, the other day I had to do a government verify with the passport, the electronic passport. And the way it works is, you gotta, because you're doing it from home, you gotta take a picture of the photo card in the passport, right? Then you get the app, right? And then you have to put the app on the chip. So the app reads the they have a scan of the passport. The app gets the information of the passport, which is your biometrics, yeah? And then you now need to use the camera on your phone to take a video of your face, and then so it compares your face with the information on the chip and the photo that's in the passport to verify who you are. Now the only thing that's gonna change in that situation is the chip ain't gonna be in the passport. Eventually that chip, that RFID, because it's an RFID chip that's in the passports that we have over here, the RFID chip will be in your hand. And then so all that information, the biometrics, all your information can be stored on there. And the cloud, yeah, can be stored in both places. So you can have your wallet for your money, your medical information, all that can be stored and accessed through the chip in your hand, man. Right? And then even when you go traveling with these new passports, same thing. If you go to the Eurostar, you've been on the Eurostar?
Yeah.
When you go on the Eurostar, if you got the electronic wallet, you put the electronic wallet face down on the scanner. The scanner scans the passport. It also reads the chip same way. And then you got to look into the camera. So the camera confirms that the biometrics of the person go up, start going up.
Yeah.
Don't pop it out, pop it back in. I think it's a bit temperamental. Yeah. So we was talking about how you got on the passport now in the UK, you got the electronic passport with a chip in there, and the chip has all your biometric information in there. And then so they verify who you are by reading the information on the chip, and then using a biometric scanner to check that the details match up, man. So the only difference that's going to be is that there's going to come a time when you're not going to have all these different, like we was discussing before, because they want to introduce what's the digital light driver's license and all that. And so you got all these different things that you need with a separate ID and all that kind of stuff. They want to get rid of all that, and that's ultimately what the whole digital ID is all about. You're going to have one ID, and that one ID is going to be attached to everything that you do in one place. So you can have that chip, and that chip is going to have your biometrics, but not only that, it's going to have your financials on there, like your government issued, is it right?
Yeah.
Your government issued CBDC wallet. If you get a driver's license, that information is going to be connected to that ID. So you're not gonna have to walk around with a separate driver's license card with a chip in there, or you're not gonna have to walk around with a passport with a chip in there. All that can be incorporated into the one chip with the one digital ID that you have in your right hand or in your forehead. And that's basically where they're going. You got Revelations 13 and 16. That's why we're really in that time. They've got a lot of these systems created, but they've purposely walled these systems. What are they talking about in the realms of industry now is what's known as breaking down the walls and creating interoperability where all these government systems can come together as one. An example of that is the welfare system. Previously, you had all these different welfare. You had child benefit, right? Child benefit,
Yep.
and you had income allowance, isn't it? What's it? Is it? Yeah, child benefit, income allowance. You had job seekers,
all that
job
stuff.
seekers, disability.
Stuff.
And what they did here in the UK was they and the funny thing, they called it universal credit. Like,
Yeah.
he calls it all, right? And so basically, what if you want to receive those type of benefits now? It's all one. It's all done on the one branch, so it's all interoperable. So people that were trying to game the system, the way they were able to game the system is because these organizations were not connected. They weren't interoperable. So you could be getting one benefit over here and a different benefit over here that you shouldn't really be getting at the same time, but the two systems don't connect. So it would actually take a human to go and look over here and then come over here and then look over here to break it down and figure it out. But now it's all on one system. You can't game the system no more.
All under one house.
Because it's all under one house. It's all together. Except I think maybe now, one of the disabilities, but even that now they've connected the system. So they know automatically if you're getting the other thing. Because it's interoperable now. Right? And that's basically what they're gonna start doing with all these systems. They're gonna make them interoperable all together as one. So you can't game the system. The system knows everything about you in one place. You could just tap your chip and anyone with the right authorization can see your whole life. Everything that you're connected to, every membership you have, every subscription you have. And it's even kind of like that if you look at Google. Google got all these different things that you could subscribe to all on the one banner.
Yep.
Amazon, you got all these Amazon subscriptions. Well, it'll all be Amazon, Google, everything in one place. There'll come a time where your Amazon account, your Google account, all that will be under one name and one ID. So you ain't gonna have bare different emails that you use for this and use for that. Even your email will be attached to your chip. There ain't gonna be a bag of different emails and identities online that you got. 50 emails here and under this alias and that alias and this Twitter account, so you could talk shit about GMS. Yeah? God.
Revelation.
The trolls. Yeah, got
Well, I say it also affects, not that you have to do videos then, but all the accounts that brothers have,
yeah.
you wouldn't be able to have multiple accounts.
No.
You know?
Well, they call it the ID for the internet, right? Is it right?
No, something's wrong.
What was wrong?
I've been watching it sit on 3% for ages, now it's just gone down to 2%. It's
That's
charging, so there's something wrong.
Yeah, it's not fast charging.
I don't want to get that.
We might have to. Oh, you know what? Yeah, just
Take the screen off.
yeah.
And hopefully that worked. I just had to check it's still running.
Yeah, it's still.
How do you know if it's still running?
And the black screen is showing you the charge still in it, so.
Okay, alright, cool. Yeah, you're calling it. Yeah. What was I gonna say again? The internet ID. They've been saying that for a while. That because of all the abuse on the internet and all the alliances and all the fraud, that you need an internet ID for the internet, a passport, what do they call it? Internet passport, where in order to access the internet and go on social media, and then so if you look Facebook and all these guys, the verification process, you got to give them your mobile phone number, you got to give them this, and they got to take your biometrics and all these different things. That's all part of the beginning of that. But eventually, it's going to be the chip in your hand. You're going to have to scan your chip to access all these different things.
This is the book of Revelation, 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads.
Right. You got these different camps. They're saying that it's sin. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, man. The mark is the charagma in the Greek, which means something insertive, something carved into. All right. We know what that is. It's the implantable RFID chip. Even the devil himself is coming out and letting you know. You had one of the heads, the ex-heads of the, what was it? Was it the BIS, or I think it was the BIS, one of the ex-heads of BIS. I think he's working with the Bank of Canada. He came out and said, yeah, you're going to have the CBDC. And he said, you know, well, you might have it in a card, or you might have it on your phone, or you might have a chip in your hand. And he kind of said it like, you know, because they know where they're heading with this thing. Because it's all about putting the technology within you. Because ultimately they want to be able to monitor your internals, and you're going to have other chips they're going to, other implantables they want to put inside you and cyborg you out, and brain implants and all this crazy shit that Esau want to do.
Yep.
And that no
Esau
man.
want to penetrate you, man. Yeah, go on. Go on.
And you say, I mean, the other camp say like mark of the beast is sin. And the Bible says, well, we all sin and come short of the glory.
Yeah, all have
of
sinned.
God.
Everyone has sinned. So
technically
how can
we
it
all
be?
have man.
So are we all walking around with it then?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense, man. But you know, these guys, the closer we get towards the end, and the more the MOTB system starts to come together, the more foolish that they become. They've already become foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Nor did Nate say that. Nate said the RFID technology is only for where's my dog. That hasn't aged well. It didn't age well when
he said it.
When he said it, but that hasn't aged well at all.
And now he's got to shift up his position on it.
Now all of a sudden they're mentioning CBDCs.
You're late to the game, man.
And that no man.
Oh, and the argument is, oh, we're getting it all from the so-called white man. Oh, well, no. The Lord revealed to the apostles and elders the proper breakdown of the mark of the beast. And do we get information from Esau? Hell yeah. Yeah, of course. Esau's the one doing it. Yeah, we're gonna read his documents and see what's going on and put two and two together, because he's the one that's putting it together. Just like World War III. What you think? Like when you learn about the Russia and America going to war, the details of that ain't in the Bible. The name of the tanks and the planes and the come on, man, like.
Yeah. Satan 2 and
Of course, we're gonna be pulling information out from in the world and filtering it through the scriptures, but we're not even allowed to do that no more. So it's like, oh, you believe the white man. No, what are you talking about? You're just being simple.
Excuse me.
So now we just be ignorant of Satan's devices, man.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that added the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
The number of his name, man. Unless you got that identification, you're not going to be able to buy and sell. And what do we see happening? More and more crises are occurring, or Esau is utilizing these different crises in order to come in and control resources, or control services, or control movement. And then you start hearing about what the 15-minute cities, where they want to design it where you only need to move within a 15-minute radius of where you are. You know, and then they started talking about what was it? Fencing, financial fencing, where they could do it where with the CBDCs, because it's programmable, they can make it where your wallet only works within a certain geographical area. Mm-hmm. So if you go and try and spend your money too far outside of your zone, it won't work because you ain't in your geographical tagging area.
Yeah, only valid in sector 8.
Only valid in sector 8, which they can do that, right? Because why would you need to do that? Because guess what? If you're trying to control resources, the last thing you want, if you want to manage the resources and you're distributing the resources, you don't want people from another area going into another area, overloading the system there. You feel me? You got right now in the UK they well, not just that, you got shortages of different eggs and all these different things that's been happening for a while. That's just preparing the people for what's to come. Now they got shortage of vegetables and fruits, and they're saying, oh, you can only buy 3 cucumbers or what.
You know, but if everyone was allowed to farm, you know, farm their own, grow their own, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. But Esau's taking away independence from people and have you relying upon the system, man. And you're gonna become more dependent on that system, the new system.
The worst thing to get, and it's gonna get worse. It's 100% gonna get worse, and that's gonna give them. That's why we say everything's gonna go hand in hand. That's what's gonna give Esau the power to come in and control. Say, listen, man, the petrol, we got to take control of that. Every man can only get like maximum a litre. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be slick. Don't try sending your wife back with the car because we.
You're registered on it.
She's registered with you. They're gonna know everything about you. They're gonna want to know who your children are. They're gonna know who your partner is, and that's what they were doing in France when they had the lockdowns, so that people couldn't send their wife in to go get another. What's going on?
No.
Is it alright? It's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
It just so that people, cause what people were doing in France, they were putting a limit on what each family can buy, right? So what my man were doing was they would go, the husband would go in and do the shopping, come back out and then send the wife in. And then they realized it. So what they started doing one document for the whole family. So you can't go in there now and send the husband in after you. Well, that's all gonna be put together in the chip.
Some book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Esau they needs crisis to do what he's doing, but the beautiful thing is that these crises go hand in hand with the purpose of the Lord. That's why the scripture tells you that the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. Esau Edom, he needs chaos and judgment to push his agenda, but the Lord wants chaos and judgment as judgment for the people. So that's why the Lord's putting the spirit on Esau to come with this madness. And if you can see it, the world is crumbling slowly. Crisis after crisis. You're hearing things that you wouldn't have heard before. Even in the West, like rationing goods, that's World War II.
We had these elites bring out these terms of late, polycrisis and permacrisis, because we're in a time of great judgment, man.
Right.
This is the day the Lord's fast approaching, and obviously the closer we get to that, the more problems are going to be in the earth.
Oh, Daniel's 12:1.
Yep.
And so as these crises increase, Esau's power over the people is going to increase, because the people are going to want a solution. And Esau's solution, he already got it prepared. Listen, we're going to have to take control.
Yep.
We're gonna have to come in and do this. Oh, you're gonna have to take this chip. Order up KO, man. Like over there in Sri Lanka, you had the economic crisis where they couldn't afford fuel. So then they brought in a digital system where you need a digital ID now to go and access fuel because they're rationing the fuel. And this is in Sri Lanka. That's just a little test run. That's just testing out a system there, testing out a little system there, how this work here, how this work here. Ultimately, it's all gonna come together as one. Something wrong?
No.
Oh, hold on. Technically, it's all gonna come together as one, man. Right? So when they brought out this whole thing for the digital dollar, what did it say? Oh, well, if we have to give out any emergency funding, it's gonna have to be done in the digital dollar. Right? They had it where they gave people the stimulus checks. People took the stimulus checks, and some of people saved it. Some people did it when the stimulus check was meant to be spent. So now they're saying, listen, if we do use a CBDC, we have more control over how, where, and when that's spent. They could put a thing where you got to spend it in a certain area. You can only spend it on certain. Alright, so you can't take your stimulus check and go into a strip club and get the pussy popping. Some people were doing that. You can't take it and go buy crypto with it. Okay, or
It's only valid for a certain amount of time.
it's only valid for a certain amount of time, so you have to spend it within it. And these are all things that they're actively telling you. And then they're saying, so then imagine if you got people needed stimulus checks and all that stuff. If they're now like, okay, well, welfare, all these different food stamps, that's all going to be issued through CBDC now, but you're going to have this chip to get it.
Yep.
People are going to take it because they ain't got nothing else to do.
No other options.
They're running out of options, man. And that's what they want. They want to get the people that, you know, they're mashing up the economy. They want to put the people into a destitute situation, just like in ancient Egypt with the pharaoh and the bread, where it's like, rah, like, we need to do this. How else shall we live?
Well, they say, why should we die in your sight?
Exactly.
You know? And the government will be like, oh, well, you know,
Nate is
we
gonna
got
say
this.
why die. Nate is gonna be like, well, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
eat. Oh, Johanna already said that.
He already
said,
done
listen,
that.
if you gotta take a chip in order to eat, then do it. Nate said that.
So where's the faith, man?
This is the book of Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
And exactly. There's gonna be a great time of tribulation, man. And that's gonna encompass famine, so-called natural disasters. Right? You see how it's increasing, these earthquakes and all this madness. The thing in Ohio, the train derailment and all kind of toxic chemical. And then the funny thing about all that is the environment also plays a big role in Esau. Oh, we got to save you from the environment. The environment's toxic. This is be scared of this, be scared of that. Now the funny thing is, I don't know if you've seen the film. You ever seen the film Aeon Flux?
Yeah.
Right, in the film Aeon Flux, right, outside of the walls of the city is supposed to be toxic. But they were lying, like it wasn't toxic at all. And it was like, oh, you can't survive if you go outside of the walls. It's kind of like what's going on in Ohio. They're like, okay, everything's toxic. Well, it might be toxic for real, but the point is they show you all that's part of it. Oh, you got to stay in this zone because you can't breathe the air over there.
Yeah.
It's just destroying the earth so people can't live in certain places, man. And he did that on now, you know, I'm just saying, don't send the lawyers after me, Esau, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a orchestrated event, man. And there's going to be more events like that. They're going to be destroying more infrastructure to squeeze everything. They be blowing up all kind of processing plants, food processing plants, distribution centers, and all that is all building up towards creating that crisis.
Yep.
Creating that problem, and they're gonna come with that solution, baby, with the syringe.
Because it's funny, after that first one happened, and a whole bunch of trains started derailing, and
Yeah.
you know, just randomly, like, come on, man.
Come on, man. You're gonna have more acts of terrorism, and then when you go back into the history again, knowing that the digital ID is part of the mark of the beast, that's part of it. The digital ID is part of the what we call the MOTB infrastructure, no doubt, right? Passports and IDs go back to World War II. Do your research. Now, did passports exist before that? Yes. You could go back to before World War II, but a passport wasn't something that the average everyday person needed. A passport was more like you were a dignitary that was traveling to Belgium or something, and obviously you're on boat doing, and you're going through different lands. The Queen of England or the King of England or whoever would give you a passport which would signify that you are traveling on the business of the Queen or the King, and you are under their full protection. So when you showed someone that, they're like, yo, okay, let man through. So that was something that was given individually to certain men that were doing business. It weren't something that a normal person like me needed. Like if I wanted to travel to France, I needed this. No, you didn't need that. So when what happened was during World War II, for security reasons, right? The same World War that they orchestrated, which is all a false flag and pre-planned, they said to the people in the UK, okay, look, man, everybody's gonna need to have a passport and IDs so that when you get stopped by the police, you can show them who you are. Now, obviously the average person had a problem with that because that's slavery. You literally need to declare who you are according to an ID. Where does that go back to? The plantations. Again, another form of the passport was if you are, I think they showed that in 12 Years a Slave, maybe.
No, I think I remember saying that. Yeah,
something like that in there. If you wanted to travel from one plantation to another, right, your plantation owner would provide you with a document with your name and who your owner is and your permission to travel. So if you got caught out by the patty rollers outside of your plantation, you could show that and say, listen,
I'm here on this.
This is Mayasa, blah, 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 blah. So then people already knew that the idea of having a passport and having to present your ID for when you ain't done nothing is a bit of a slave thing. They said, listen, this is only for the war. After the war, you won't need it anymore. Well, we all know that was all bullshit because damn near everyone, you need a passport to leave your country now.
And they say, was it, not that the elites are intellectuals and like they're prolific. They're always doing the same shit over and over again, man.
It's the same shit because the mark of the beast ain't nothing but slavery. It ain't nothing but a bond chattel slavery with a digital overlay.
Yeah, because as I say, the same thing was in Rome, innit? They had the whole system of even engraving slaves. It's the whole thing to show that you as a property to some particular owner.
Jim Crow had loads of stipulations of where you could be, where you couldn't be, what you could buy, what you couldn't buy. But what do you think the MOTB is? It's the same thing. It's just now it's the digital Jim Crow. It's not nothing new. It's the same thing, but digital. Go on, I know you got something. The MO Jim Crow.
It's the book of Revelation, 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time.
So we know that these elites here, they're gonna start triggering more and more events. They already have. They're gonna start triggering more and more events as we get closer and closer to this time. They're gonna start putting more and more pressure on the people, even economically, right? Inflation is through the roof right now, and it's only gonna get worse. You're gonna get hyperinflation of all these currencies. It's gonna become harder and harder for the people to buy food. I was listening to Lizette, what's her name? Lynette Zhang, and she was saying in the occurrence of hyperinflation, 80% on average, 80% of the population descend into abject poverty, and that's what you're seeing happening. The people being crushed. That's why you're seeing more and more protests and uproars of the people. Let's get that in the Apocrypha. You're getting all these protests, man. People are protesting. Why? Because times are hard, man. A lot of people are living off debt, and these credit companies have got man under 40% APR. The interest is killing man. It's sad out here, man.
Yeah, man, I have to go to them payday loans, man, from them 1,000%. And yeah, man.
Esau knows what he's doing. He's the one that set all this thing in motion. He's controlling all of it. The central banks with the interest rates, raising the interest rates, and they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what the effect is going to be.
It's the book of 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me, then said, measure thou the time, the regency in itself, and when thou seest past part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to read the word which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproar of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right, man. All right, we seeing that, man. Earthquakes in diverse places, man, all over the places, man. Crushing up people, destroying people, and it's gonna get worse. I mean, you got uproars. You got so many uproars that, and the mainstream media, obviously, we know Esau, his witchcraft is based upon is there a problem? No sound.
No sound. It's not, bro.
Oh. His witchcraft is not only based upon orchestrating these events, but omission. Because you'll have mad riots in France and the news don't cover it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really be about that Google life to really see a lot of the different information that's coming from all over the planet, man. There's a lot of sedition and dissension growing in the earth as we speak, and the people are being disgruntled, man. The people are having their livelihoods taken away from them, man. They're suffering, and they're starting to create chaos.
Well, just information on what you said. That's why you got the concept of alternative media, which is basically separate from the mainstream. You've actually got two different concepts of what media is. People that will look at stuff like the BBC or the ITV Channel 4 is essentially just that fluffy stuff, and then you can actually go deeper. Like that's why when they penetrated Russia, they got rid of Russia Today also, man, because they were trying to basically have that one-sided propaganda view to fool the people and to believe in that really and truly their wicked vibration is something righteous. I've got this in real quick, sure. Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. I'll go from verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people.
Right. Hey, you know what? Read up a bit above that, man, because these things have to happen, man. Because this place is beyond wicked, man. It's beyond demonic, man. These people are demonic. The world is filled with wickedness, man. So that's why a lot of this judgment, and the Lord's going to use Esau to bring a lot of that judgment too. Speak is wicked, Jake is wicked, right? It's out of control, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. This place is under a weird, demonic, rebellious and corrupt spirit, man. And it's getting worse every day. By the second, it's getting worse, man. It's weird. We're living in a weird, demonic world, man. These younger generations are double weird and demonic and LGBT'd out, man.
Can I treat something quick? So from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. So verse 15. So see that then you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Right, it is. Now if you get caught out in the algorithm and all the algorithm is showing you is all that fluff, man, what's happening on Love Island and this celebrity, this, that and the other, then you ain't really gonna be paying attention to the real shit that's happening in the earth, man. The earth is collapsing, man, quite clearly. Economies are collapsing quite clearly, man, on the ropes. But like I said, if all the algorithm is showing you is the yoga videos, then you ain't gonna know. That's all the algorithm be trying to show you, man. Just some random yoga. Anyway, go ahead.
Second Ezra 15 and 4. Let me start from 5. Salakia. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. All the continents in the earth, man, have been polluted, man. And the main source of the demonic pollution is in America, man. America has exported. The world has always been wicked. Don't get it wrong or twisted. But it's like America. What it did was it took all the
industrialized
evil and wickedness, yeah, and it's like in the alchemists. You know, they purified it. They
perfected
They
it.
perfected it. They perfected wickedness, and then in turn, through the media, American media and the policies started to push that out into the world. Because when you really break it down, this feminism, the feminism ideology, which is extremely virulent, toxic and destructive, this gangster, you know, in this consumerism mentality, all these different agendas and trends really are pushed out from America. And are finding their way throughout the world, through the media, through the music. Beyonce and her concerts throughout the world. Who ran the world? All that bullshit. So they have Babylon has a strong influence on the people, man, and they're making the people wicked. They're emboldening the people in Batman thing. And if the people don't believe in the Batman thing, they put pressure on the people to want to believe in it, and they'll go and support organizations that promote abortion and Batman thing. Yeah, this place is wicked, man.
Well, quick one for you on that.
Trans and all that. Go on.
Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-coloured beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
That's America, man. Listen, America is that whore, man, filled, and then the scarlet-coloured beast, man. America, along with Esau, they're the seat of blasphemy. All they do is lie against the Most High and the Bible, man. That's all they do. Who's the main one telling you that there's more than one gender? That is high-level black. What did the Bible? The Bible said male and female created he them. They've lied so much that people are online legit debating this.
Yeah.
Right now, I could go on TikTok right now, or any one of them things, and there's gonna be people arguing about how many genders there are. That's blasphemy. Because you could go into the book of Genesis, and it says male and female created he them. They're blaspheming against the Most High, pushing atheists, man. Oh, there ain't no God. Or the Bible's fairy tale.
People are trying to say that the Most High is a woman.
Creating the Most High. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, gender neutral or
Yeah,
female
he's
or
not
whatever,
male or
man.
female, he's just...
Saying God loves everyone, that's blasphemy. These people know are blasphemers and hypocrites, man. Going on.
It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones.
Right, that's that prestige. The Esau, Edom, beginning with America, they got that prestige, man. They got that glory. They have that money. America, the richest country in the world. When they do it big, right? Big skyscraper, big car, yeah? Big import, like import the best of everything from everywhere. That's why the merchants can make so much money. You can make a lot of money in America selling your products. Because anything pricey and that's luxury, you're gonna find it in America. You don't send it to Jamaica, man. They know no one is trying to buy that, man. They don't ship in luxury vehicles by the boatload to Jamaica. You ship them to America. Yeah, I guarantee if I look up Ferraris and Bugattis, is they're shipping them into America for them dudes that's got money in America to buy it up, man. And they live like royalty, live like princes in the earth. They do what they want, man. These big executives, these big dons, these millionaires and that from America. They walk around the world pompous. Oh, I'm American. Right? Them big corporations, they got the most clout in the world. Them big American corporations, man. Because they got the American military behind them, man. They can topple whole countries for the purpose of making dollars, man.
Even though GDP is not an accurate measure, America's GDP is 23,315,000,000, and there's reportedly, even still to date, China's still about 5 million off them in terms of their GDP per capita.
Yeah, in terms of living luxury, America's been far and beyond anyone else for a very long time, man. That's just how it is, man. But they got that royal status, man. That's why they're so pompous. That's why they're so proud. Go on, huh?
Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her
But isn't that America? Even though they got all the prestige of being the greatest country in the world, all the riches, they also they're the seat of everything that's foul and abominable. They're you know, the mutilation of the body. Anything you can think of is
being
there
done.
in abundance, man.
Yep.
Children murdering other children, abortion, drugs. Oh my goodness, man. Fiends for days.
Always new drugs coming out of there.
Always a new drug, yeah, new crazy drug.
New
You think they got that drug in Africa somewhere in the side street, blood? Them man are still drinking that banana rum, blood. These men have got new drugs, XO, Zombie 5-9 or some shit, blood. And have man tweaking on the road.
Yeah, America turned cough syrup into a social drink. Like people were drinking what's that? Cough syrup, and I forget the pills, but I forget the names of the pills. I'll search it up. But people were drinking cough syrup like that you would take for
Oh, sipping lean.
sipping lean, and but there's a particular pill that you mix with it. It's fucked.
It's abominable, man. Swingers parties, orgies. America's abominable, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Percocets, that's it,
abominable.
yeah. Percocet.
Absolutely
Percocets,
disgusting, man.
Yeah, homelessness, poverty.
Oh. Every person, there's a city under every bridge. Under every bridge in America, there's a city, man. Homeless camps
Yep.
with all form of abominations happening in there, man. Your prison system's full of abomination. Man are in there ramping up with man. Man's supposed to be rehabilitating.
Man already gets defiled in there, man, even further.
It's disgusting, man. Murder upon murder, robbery. Disgusting. Some of the most disgusting and foul stories you've ever heard come out of that place, man. Ratchet behavior. Unthinkable. You're like, rah, like. And it's true. Because even though we're down bad here in the UK, some of the shit happening in America don't happen here, man. Or if it does, it's
Not on
like...
that scale.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the scale that world star hip hop stuff, man. And there's more that happens than that.
Yeah.
Dude would just chop off his granny's head, and all the mad serial killers, man. Kemper, man like Kemper chopped off his mother's head and had his mom sucking him off, dead. With the dead head.
Fuck.
Yeah, Kemper.
Oh man.
Bro, some of them American serial killers, bro. Some mad shit, bro. Like, what the? He did what? He just cut his mom's head off, bro. And then started doing his mom's head. What's up with that? Like, how, where did that? What? Abominable spirits, man.
Demons, yeah, demons, man.
Foul, abominable spirits. Unheard of. That shit don't happen in Japan. Come on now.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Why is it called mystery? Because you see, there weren't going to be it wasn't going to be a country called Babylon. It's a mystery, see, but everything about America is a lie and a mystery. If you really want to know the truth about America, you got to look deeper. Like the fact that America was founded by witches and warlocks.
Yeah, you got to look under the skirt.
That's the great mystery, because America's supposed to be a godly place, right? It was
Yeah,
founded
yeah.
by good they call themselves Puritans. Wow. They call themselves Puritans, right? But what's the mystery? The mystery behind all
Witches.
that is really they were all witches and warlocks, man. Right? Really, it's not America at all. It's Babylon the Great. But you see, you got Christians there glorifying America, not knowing that America's Babylon the Great that shall be destroyed, because it's a mystery. So then even when you go back into certain scriptures talking about ancient Babylon, certain prophecies, it was really talking about America. Mystery Babylon, man. That's why, you know, you read about ancient Babylon, you read in Jeremiah, it says it's going to be destroyed as Sodom and Gomorrah, but that didn't happen to ancient Babylon. That's going to happen to Babylon today, man. Go on.
It's the book of Revelation 18 and 7 from 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of our sins, and that ye receive not of our plague. For our sins have reached unto heaven, and Most High has remembered our iniquities. Reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to all our works.
Right, because the works of America from the very beginning was just skullduggery and evil on every level. The man them that's really running America and really been doing things in America are all evil. None of them were good. None of them were good. Everything they done was badness, man. But you see, they try and Esau's good at playing the good guy. Oh no, them niggas over there. See them gang niggas that's trying to take over blocks and are willing to kill anyone. You know,
They're the evil ones.
Them and the evil. No, but that's what you did though, isn't it? Isn't that how you got America?
Mm.
By robbing and killing by killing the competition, by setting up monopolies for yourself. Oh yeah, you got the bacon monopoly. You killed someone for that. Next man tried to set up business. You made sure that business burned down though, didn't you? You made sure that you went around the world and violated other countries so you can put yourself on high.
Precept.
To this day.
It's from Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high.
That's what it is. These Edomites, the riches and the peace and the life that they enjoy came at the cost of a people. And some ugliness was behind that. Some lying was, some ugliness was behind all that. It weren't because they were just true and they were just good people and they did fair deals. And the thing is, it's out in the open. Everyone knows the music industry, every industry, it doesn't matter what industry it is, it's all about giving people the least amount that you could possibly give them to maximize your profits, and you being a big dog, you being a bill, and that's why you got all these billionaires. They're billionaires and they're trillionaires and all these, because they suck the people dry, man. They'll create products that they know kill your children. They don't care. They'll sell that. They don't care. It's all scandals. The whole of American history is one big scandal after scandal. Cover up after cover up. The whole cigarettes industry. What's that all about? How did them they lied, they paid off doctors to tell people that it was actually healthy. They didn't even try and be apathetic or neutral. The doctors were telling people that it is healthy for you. You must smoke a cigarette every day. And the doctors went along with it because they were getting paid. And nothing's changed, because when they wanted people to take the jib jab, what did they do? The same exact thing.
Yeah.
And then they paid off influencers and celebrities. How did they get people to smoke cigarettes? They paid off influencers and celebrities back then in Hollywood. Yeah, when you do this scene with this actor, make sure they're smoking a...
Yeah, make it fashionable.
They made it fashionable. So Esau hasn't changed. A pure badness these men are under, trust me. They're the ultimate gangsters. They've been gangsters. Yeah?
It says, woe to him that coveteth evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right, so yeah, obviously once they do their evil and their wickedness, right? They go to work and orchestrate the destruction of someone else's economy and make millions. Then they drink their lattes, whiff back them lines that they demonize Jake for. But these men are the ultimate drug users. Yeah, they be whiffing them lines. They be the cleanest of life. Kell Brook settings, man. Yeah, they be whiffing the line. Joe Biden's what's his name? Hunter Biden was smoking crack, doing all that. They be hiring in the prostitutes, doing all this. Good Christian men. Then they go home to their gated communities, in their middle class safe neighborhoods and hi neighbor and handing out apple pie. These people are scum, right? They're the ultimate scum in the earth, and because they got the money and they're comfortable, they can live that life. And then they look at Jake over in the ghetto and be like, no, these people are animals. Like, look how they're living. You're the animal, because in order to be in the position you're in, your forefathers is worse than these. The way they were cutting Native American women's vaginas out as trophies, man, to set up what you got right now. But it's easy for you to be chilling there in your ivory, you know, in your silk sheets, isn't it? These people are Esau's something else, man.
It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and a sin against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity.
And that's exactly how America was built, man, by blood and iniquity. Not only did they perform witchcraft from the very beginning, they're a bunch of witches and warlocks, and that's iniquity from day one, right? It was set up under the name of Baal and all this, Beelzebub and all that business there. But they were murdering, stealing, not keeping to their word, breaking oaths, bare covetousness, the man they were under, till they sucked up every resource that is of value to themselves. They set up sharecropping, purposely put Jake in debt, so it's all and that sharecropping system is the music system. The music industry, the entertainment industry is just sharecropping. You get the artists in as much debt as possible, so they can never profit, but you profit. It's the same thing.
Even with the housing industry, where they told you take a 5% deposit and will give you 95% loan to value when they know you'll never pay that off in your life, like even in like 3 generations, and then you end up having to just sell the house eventually, and then it gets repossessed by another company that's going to turn it to an Airbnb.
It's all a scam, man. This whole world is a scam. Simple. That's why you shouldn't be invested in this place, man, because it's not true. It's all a lie, right? Esau's wicked and demonic. It's not good. Like, they try and make it look like that. Like, if you're just good and you're hard working, it'll all work out for you. These people, the Bible tells you, these are the ungodly that prosper in the world. These people are ungodly. They will kill you. They will murder you.
Just on a point on the blood being spilled, this is Numbers 35 and 33. So you shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Yeah, man, our brothers, the Native American Indians, man, Esau shed that blood by the ocean floor, and they haven't paid for that to this very day, and they ignore it. They forget about it. Gad is the forgotten tribe, man, in their own land. Broken, depressed, highest rate of child suicide. Highest rate of child suicide. Children just ending their lives. It's too much. Drunks, alcoholism. Because Esau messed them up, man. The good Christian man, Vocab Malone and them.
It's the book of Nahum 3:1. Woe to the blood seat. It's all full of lies and elobbery. They pray departeth not.
Right, they prey upon the people, man. They set up systems to prey upon the people. Their economic systems are designed to prey upon the people. The prison industrial system, you know, no matter which way you look, it's all designed to prey upon people, to manipulate people, to keep people in ignorance, so that they can catapult themselves and high and have the yacht and do what they're doing in life. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, man. And so we're against all that in the way that, you know, we prophesy against it, man, that all that evil and wickedness is going to come back on them. So America's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, and that you see situation in Ukraine is still ongoing, and that's all part of the embers of World War III. And people are talking about, oh, it could be war, but they're not taking it serious, because no one really believes it's going to come to that, but it will. And it's going to get deadly out here, because them weapons of destruction are no joke, man. all these cities that these people glorify in are gonna get touched.
So we got Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foresees the evil, and he hides himself, but the simple pass on, and they are punished.
Right, and many of our people are simple. If you're a spiritual man and you read these scriptures, you know doom is coming to this place. You can't not understand that. Nah, you know what? Yeah, something have to happen here, because this is too much. Yeah, there's wickedness and then there's this. You can't turn on the TV. You're trying to watch a program and then you see two men lip locking or two gal lip locking or some wickedness. You're like, wait, what's going on here? And they're pushing it on the children more than anyone else. Got children going to, they got drag queens entertaining children and that. Now, what's going on? Baphomet.
You can't escape it. It's everywhere. Everywhere you want to look right now, you see all these advertisements and people, you know what I mean, doing all this wicked ass shit all the damn time, man.
And then they pray like you're bad. You're the bigot, there's something wrong with you. And they're the righteous one. And it gets you vexed. To be a good person in this world, you have to be pro-wickedness and pro-evil and be a hypocrite. Pretend like you care about other people when you're ready to give a damn. Oh man, it's coming.
Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Yeah, so Esau, the Bible tells you, woe unto him that giveth unto his neighbor strong drink, that he may be drunken, and that he may look upon his nakedness. Now, we're not going to excuse Jake, because Jake has got to be held accountable for his own actions. But let's just keep it, we got to keep it real too. Esau also needs to be held accountable, because you see, Esau is the one that's he's an agent of pushing the toxicity and the poison into our people. Feminism, gangsterism, right? That's Esau sat down around the table and said, how can we get these people under this vibration? Now, obviously, we have to accept that. And then we got to go and do it. That's where the accountability comes in. But it is true that Esau does have a part to play through the media and through the education system and all these different various ways that he uses to push our people in. Esau has an agenda to destroy the homes and the structure of the family of the Israelites through creating single parent households with broken and disenfranchised children, both of the male and the female type. And you see what the results are. And then it's a prey thing, because guess what? Esau is the ultimate child predator. Guess who child predators target? Children, mainly from single parent households. So it's like Esau's creating victims to be his victims. So we could come in and take advantage of that situation, man.
Like, let's say he's a cunning hunter. You know, and so he got all different types of methods, man.
Oh, Jerry Sandusky. Go look up Jerry Sandusky, and he set up a program to help underprivileged kids. Who did that ended up being? Obviously, who's more underprivileged than the single parent? So the single parent Negroes, man. So it was all blacks, so-called blacks and Hispanics that was single parent, and those are the main people that want to be in sports, because sports is their way out. When you got money, man ain't too into the sport thing, because it's like, why do I want to go bruck up myself, NFL, give myself fucking brain damage? I don't need to play sport. Sport like boxing. Boxing's a poor man. You hardly gonna see a rich man's son become a boxer. Man might do boxing you know, like as a hobby, but he's not gonna seriously become a boxer. That's a fool's errand, because 99.9% of boxers don't make no money anyway. It's only the top 0.1% Anthony Joshua's, Deontay Wilder's that's making money. A lot of them boxers you see on TV are getting paid like $2,000 for the fight, bro. And sometimes they're headlining, bro. It's mad, bro. Boxing's crazy. You might hear about like Canelo Alvarez and he's making 25 million. Them guys are like the 0.00001% of boxers. The majority of professional boxers are lucky to get $1,000 to fight. And they still got to pay taxes off that and their manager. Boxing is a mugs game. Yeah? But then you see, you get basketballers. Rich man's son don't want to play basketball for a fucking living, man. That sports and entertainment shit is mainly for people whose family has already been into that, and that's an avenue for them, and the poor. Man, they ain't got no money. So Jake is all up in these programs. Oh yeah, come, we're gonna come into this coaching program. I'm gonna be your daddy. Next thing you know, man was clapping up these cheeks of these young boys in the showers and pimping them out to the rich patrons at the uni. But they only put him in jail. They stopped the investigation once they found out, oh, there's all these rich patrons that's donating money to the cause. They were getting access to all these young men, man. And what do they all have in common? Single parent households, man. Weak.
And just back on the hunting thing, man, because he's so like, you know, like, how you hunt it, you isolate your prey. Right?
Well, they go for the weakest.
Yeah. You isolate, you beat them in a vulnerable situation. So that's creating poor households, broken households, leaving us in a vulnerable position all the damn time, man. You know, you might use certain bait. Oh, he wanna get money. You wanna be a baller or whatever. So we're gonna tempt him with this contract or whatever. That's how Esau draws you out, man. You know, and there's no one to protect you.
Keep you poor, keep you weak, keep you no unity. Isolated, individualistic, selfish. All those things allow Esau to prey upon the people, man.
Snares everywhere.
That's a quick one. Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. Yeah. Because at the end of the, like, even what you're saying as well, that's like the music industry culture where like they'll give a poor Negro that's never had money in his life $1 million and just give it to him and just say go enjoy yourself. Yeah. And then not explain the terms and stipulations, and then it comes out he'll either take that and go back to that dangerous environment he comes from where other wolves and predators are looking at him like a piece of free lunch, or he'll end up in a situation where you just end up owing Amalek, man, and you can never repay that back, because a lot of these artists don't ever recoup back on what they make in terms of their souls and everything, because these devils are controlling all of that, even the streaming. It's fucked.
Yeah, man, it's all a scam, man. And then, but then what do? It's so slick. He showcases individuals as successes to keep the suckers coming in. It's just it's a big game, man.
I remember the TLC, wasn't it?
TLC,
they were complaining about how you know, after all they had all these mega sales and everything, man, but they had hardly any fucking money, man. After they had to pay out all,
Let's get 1 point on the album.
Madness, man.
They just
That you call that fair?
Yeah, and
that's not fair.
And this is the thing: the average person would be like, "Rah, that's not fair." But this is how it is. This is how it is. And these same people are supposed to be philanthropists and charitable and good.
Exactly.
Fuck off, man.
And the worst thing about it, yeah, when they came out and said, it's like no one would believe that. How could it be possible that this man sold all these albums and they got no money? No one would believe, because everyone's deceived by the whole image of the whole music industry and that these people are making tons of money.
Same thing with Hollywood. You look up how much which Hollywood's down bad right now. They're down all the way bad. It's mad. But that Black Panther, look up how much they paid them guys, man. In the Black Panther, the actors. Black Panther was one of the most biggest grossing films in history. Who do you think made all that money? They weren't man from Wakanda. Tell you that for free. And them man didn't get no contract where they got piece of the profit either. Them man were just getting their cut up front. So it was like, some of them man were getting like 50 grand for their roles. Big man. And then the film was made all that money. And they didn't even have to pay Boseman decent money to come back for the second one, because the nigga was dead. And they used him being dead to sell the second one. Go on,
It's the book of Psalms 28:3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the worker of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts.
That's all it is, man. Esau, I want to help you, this program, that program. No, the only thing that Esau desires is to have you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians in slavery. And that's why you voting for Biden, and this is the key thing you need to understand. You Jakes who believe in this system to the point where you're like voting for Biden, or you voted for Tony Blair, because you Negroes love you some Tony Blair, boy. You can't tell a Negro about Tony Blair.
Just like that.
Listen, you have a knockdown, drag out fight with Jake, trying to argue with them about the labor. Yeah, man, can't labor another, labor deal with man good enough. What did they do, bro? So they love them some labor, they love Tony Blair, right? Guess what? All of those politicians have brought forth policies that are leading to the mark of the beast. So what does that really mean? That they're leading to your enslavement. So you're voting for people who are having meetings, Bilderberg meetings and WF meetings, where they're saying you will own nothing. You will own nothing, and you are voting for these people. And you believe in these people want to help you, and they love you, and they care about you and the children, when they actively want to put you in slavery. Just think about that.
There's even concepts with the CBDC where they're talking about 20,000 caps for how much you can have in your account, and once you hit that cap, you can't have no more than that.
What do you need savings for? Yeah. What the hell do you need if you're a slave? What do you need a savings for?
Well, when these banks do the bailing, right? There ain't gonna be no pensions. There ain't gonna be all these organizations. They're gonna go belly under.
If you can only buy one loaf of bread a week, what do you need savings for? You get what you're given. And that's the system they want.
Right, can I read that?
Yeah.
It's Sirach 12 and I forget the point. Right. Verse 16, right? It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. And then go back to go into the deepest pit.
And they're always pandering now that Esau switched this racism thing against you, so you think there's a group of Edomites that care about you. Oh no, Edomite would jump up. This person, he's a racist. He needs to lose his job. That same guy wants to put the mark of the beast in you. That same guy is pushing black feminism in your community. That same guy is, get me? So then Jake think there's a group of Edomites that's with them, man. They're not with you. That's why we don't get triggered by this foolishness. Oh, the racism. Oh, that cop shot and killed that black man. This is horrible. Man, listen, sit your ass down, Esau, man. You don't care about that, man. You virtue signaling and all this shit. Ass kicking the fuck out of here, man. But Jake get caught up, man.
So he will weep with his eyes, but if you find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, everything is false pretense, man. Everything Esau's ever done for you so-called, you Jake, you so-called black people, right? You Jake, right? It's all under false pretense, man. That's not the goal. That is not the goal. The goal is to lull you into a sense of false security, man. So when the time comes, Esau can get you with the MOTB. So we can have you in perpetual slavery.
Oh, they had what's his name? Spike Lee. I don't know if you saw that advert where Spike Lee was talking about new money. Oh, there's new money, digital money. The old money was racist. Yeah, man. I don't even. They had Spike Lee. He was promoting some new money, digital money. And he was talking about, because the old system was racist and all that. Bro, the same man that's creating this new system is the man that created the old system. And they put you in slavery. But that's how Esau is, man. So Esau's so cunning, he get a guy like Spike Lee to promote it to Jake, this new digital money is fair, it's more fair. And come on, man. You're right, brother. That's speaking smoothly, man. He's a slick demon.
And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
So this is from our website, Labour Heartlands. It's just going into the International Monetary Fund, the Bilderberg Group, and institutions like that. I'll just skip through it. So it says here, Amongst the British contingent, we get a cross-party appearance including Tory Minister Michael Gove, it says Shadow Secretary of State of Foreign Commonwealth and Development Affairs David Lammy, top Tory MP Tom Conjudent, Chairman of Foreign Affairs Committee. They are backed by Jeremy Fleming. The key topics of discussion this year are geopolitical realignments, NATO challenges, China, Russia, it says Ukraine, which are all the common views that are being pushed now, but they're trying to make it seem like it's like essentially that the people have a choice in leadership, but of course they all control the position. It says, but since ever since the controversial collective of elite North American and European politicians, business leaders, financiers and academics have been meeting, the group has attracted a good deal of suspicion over the last half a century, and for good reason too. By the 1970s, many conspiracies were naturally built up around groups like the Bilderbergs, the Trilateral Commission and the Council of Foreign Relations and other NGOs that consolidate a disproportionate amount of power and influence outside the traditional political structures with no accountability. The groups have some very notable characters, both past and present, like Sir Keir Starmer, leader of the Labour Party. The Trilateral Commission, a very small, powerful globalist group, was created by David Rockefeller, who so happened to be a member of the Council of Foreign Relations. Crossover doesn't seem to be an issue. Starmer's right-hand man, Lord Peter Mandelson, also happens to be a member of the Bilderberg group. Joe Biden's playgroup is practically taken from the Council of Foreign Relations. He's been a member of for most of his political career. Jeffrey Epstein was also a member of both the
Micah 2 and 1.
also a member of the Trilateral Commission and Council of Foreign Relations, and of course Henry Kissinger is a member of all three, and remarkably,
Which Klaus Schwab is an understudy of Henry Kissinger. He got handpicked. He got handpicked out of university by Henry Kissinger to be his like protege. And you see how old that nigga is, man. So, the frightening scenario of a full-scale cyber attack. Look at demons, man. And that's coming too.
This is Helmut Kohl, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Christine Lagarde, and Jose Manuel Barroso have all attended among the billionaires and executives from leading banks, corporations, defense industries. The Bilderberg Group's primary goal has been reportedly been expanded to take in more all-encompassing endorsement of Western free market capitalism over the years. That's the main thing.
Right. So you got all these various characters, man, that Esau's running and controlling and playing a game, man. And it's all towards the end of never letting you Israelites out of captivity. Never letting you out. That's the goal of Esau. That's why the scripture tells you in Revelations 12 and 10 that we have to overcome this man through what? The blood of Yahushua, right? And our testimony. Because Yahushua bought us with the express purpose that we shall be free. But Esau is in the spirit of Pharaoh. He don't want to let the people of the Lord go. He's saying he did, which he hasn't, because we're still in his hands, and he's making it look as if, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're aiming towards no. Esau doesn't want to let you, Jake, go. He doesn't want you to be free. He doesn't want you to be. He wants to chip you and have you under his complete control. Boy, that is the truth. Go on.
Psalms 83 verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may not be no more in remembrance.
Right, and that's happening. Esau knows where the Israelites, man. You telling me this man's running around talking about he knows what happened a million years ago? But you don't know. This man knows what's going on the surface of the Mars apparently, but he don't know where the Israelites. They know where the Israelites. They don't want us to know that, because they don't want us to have our true heritage, our true understanding of who we are, man. They don't want the so-called Hispanics to know that you're our brothers, man. They want us to be black and disconnected and not really have no real connections, man. No real structure. They want us to just basically be individuals. Just individuals running around out here just chasing the bag. Doing anything for the bag. That's why I remember that nigga killed his mom for the fucking life insurance and shit. Niggas is selfish out here, man. Everyone's out for themselves, man. The bitches is out for the bag. They don't give a fuck about no niggas. They don't give a fuck about their kids. And guess what? Niggas don't give a fuck about nobody either. A nigga will sell you out. Nigga will set you up, get you robbed. I'm talking about other Jake. Because everyone's just chasing the bag. They really only care about themselves and their own life, man. We're coming with a different thing. The Lord told us, look, we're Israelites. We have a joint history. We have a joint heritage. We have a joint future. We got one king, one Lord. That's what this truth does. It brings you, it connects you with your brothers, man. Then you start understanding, well, guess what, man? I need to love my brother as I love myself. What I do to my brother, I do to myself. Esau don't want us to be like that.
It's divided.
He wants us divided, constantly fighting each other, evil eyeing each other.
That's how he keeps you weak.
That's how he keeps us
And
weak
they
and
know
under
that.
control.
They did that in slavery. You know, in the chains. You know what I mean? They did the same thing.
Break us up, give us all these different names and identities. Man, every Jake's got like 10 identities, man. It's mad. Man don't know whether they're English or Jamaican. Now or African. So a Jamaican is, oh no, I'm not African. I'm not African, right? I'm Jamaican. Then man's cousin that's born in England, oh you're not Jamaican because you're not born here. And everyone's don't know what to be like. The rest man say he's black British, but then the British man don't want to accept him. Bro, it's mad. If you look at it, we're just so, sometimes you just like, raw, like, you know, what the fuck is going on here, man? Man will be on different islands and that's a division. When man probably was on the same boat, they just got dropped off in different island, and now man are holding on to the island over their life. Yeah? Some slave colony. It's mad.
One speaks Spanish and one speaks French.
No,
All
man.
these types of things, isn't it?
No, there's Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? And we're all brothers. We're all brothers, man. Straight up. And so this whole thing, they're Hispanics, and you can see that a lot online too. Listen, man, they're our brothers, man. The Native American Indians, they're our brothers. This ain't a black thing. And so even with this truth, Esau keeps trying to create that divide still. We're black Hebrew. No, we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We're Hebrew Israelites, man. This ain't a black thing. Fuck all that, man. But Esau don't want us to be Israelites, man. He don't. He just want us to get chipped and put a number, give us some goofy ass names like Elon Musk. Give us, you know what I mean? We ain't even gonna have names, man. We just got them goofy ass fucking, what do you call his son? Fucking XLM 129. Fucking Esau, you know? Whereas you used to have the names of your fathers, Esau don't want us to have the names of nothing. It's demon, man. Binary, you know, non-binary. You don't even want you to have a gender.
Wow.
Fuck. You don't even want you to have a gender, man. Damn. Yeah, go on up.
It's Ezekiel 37, verse 16. It says, moreover, the Son of Man, thou Son of Man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
Right, you got Judah, which is the head tribe, but then with Judah you had Benjamin and Levi mainly. Right, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's what was known as the Southern Kingdom, the so-called darker tribe. But you got light skin among them too, the light-skinned. You know, the lighties. The lighties be there too. You know what I mean? But mainly the darker, so-called darker tribe. Not that it matters much. Go on.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim.
Right, the stick of Ephraim, which that would represent the so-called Puerto Ricans, man. The so-called Tainos, man. They're our brothers. They're Israelites, man. Big pun on them, right?
Punisher.
Big Punisher, man. And then they were the head over the other tribes, the different tribes that were in South and Central America, man. And they have a great history too. They're great people too, man. They're our people. We're no better than them, okay? We're all the same. We're all Israelites, man. We're all gonna be Jew and inheritance in the kingdom, man. Beautiful. You got all the different tribes: Gad, Reuben, you know what I mean, Issachar, Asher. And we're also scattered among each other too, because there's a lot of Judah and Benjamin that's scattered up among the northern kingdom, especially in like Brazil, Nicaragua, places like that. There's a lot of Benjamin and Judah mixed in over there too. That's how you get man like Maicon and them, you know. Cafu and them, man, you know what I mean? Doing up the capoeira like fucking goal kicks and that.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not shew us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord Power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before their eyes.
Yeah, and that's why Yahweh Shai said, other sheep I have which are not of this fold, but them also shall I gather together. So this ministry, this truth, is about bringing all the tribes back together. The Lord ain't gonna leave no tribe, you know, out there. No, the Lord is gonna gather together his people. That's why there's 144,000. Notice it's 12,000 from each tribe. 12,000 for each tribe. Then you're gonna have the multitude. And that's part of this truth. And then you're gonna get these pussios that they're gonna try and nitpick the 12 tribes side. Oh, see, well, listen, man. How about you go and jump off a bridge or something like that and do something productive with your life, innit? How about you go play in traffic? Yeah, because nobody ain't got time for all of that. Yes, we know, because I just admitted it. You could have a guy that's living in Brazil. That don't mean he's from the tribe of Asher. Yeah. Because you have Judah that got sent over there on cargo
I could meet there tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
I could meet there tomorrow.
But the point is, it's a general thing. Spiritually, it's accurate to the generalization of it. Yeah. But there's always going to be little exceptions there, because the Lord deals like that. Oh, yeah, see, start nitpicking the toe. Listen, man, this truth is built on through the spirit, the foundation of that tribe sign, man.
Because if you're going to be like that, that means there's no actual place, so you could actually even say that the majority of people anyway. If we all just mixed everywhere, then what's the point? There's no prophecy there.
Right. Could I say that the majority of English people are in England? Yeah, but is everyone from England? You get me? Come on, man. Let's stop playing games here, man. But you see, the reason they're attacking the tribe sign is because one, they're working for the enemy. They're working for Satan. They're there to bring confusion. Yeah. Right? That's why they're doing it.
And they got no faith.
And they got no faith, man.
This is
What about the people that's not on the tribe sign? Well, the scriptures covered them. The Lord said he was going to gather together his people from the four corners of the earth. The scriptures even say Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah is scattered throughout the four corners. Because because on the tribe sign we got Judah in America, right? Right? Because that's the head of Judah there, but there's Judah all over the earth too. You got Judah in Nigeria.
A whole bunch of Judah up here in the north.
Judah in Europe.
It says verse 21, and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, wherever they be gone, and I will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And there shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
It's going to be a whole different transformation, man. Something completely different than what the average Negro, Hispanic, and Native American Indian has been taught, man. Because we've not been taught to seek our heritage or seek our kingdom back and re-establish our monarchy, man. That's why Jake out here, got something completely different in their mind, and they can't envision it, man. They're sold onto the ways of this world, man.
Thinking
But
things are gonna be like this
the
forever.
Lord is, the thing is everything's gonna be like this forever, but the Lord is literally gonna put us back together, and we're gonna be reorientated. Right now we're orientated like you got man that are Benjamites, they like, oh, Jamaica, or I'm from Trinidad, man, fuck all that, man. What's that? We're gonna reorientate.
They're
you know?
nationalistic in these small islands, but
They're the
we're a
slave
bigger
colony.
family. Yeah.
The slave colony, arguing with a bunch of gooks about who's really a Jamaican. Listen, no, but, bro, the gook is a Jamaican too. Yeah, anyone with a Jamaican passport that's born in Jamaica, you can call them a Jamaican if you want, man.
Accent.
That's not your heritage anyway. What are you fighting for that for? They said Jamaica's not a black country. Bro, Jamaica's a slave colony, man. Fuck all that. We have folds. In fact, get that in Jeremiah 23. Go on.
This is the book of Psalms 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right, them man want to talk about, you know, they got all this pride and machismo in these slave colonies, and then you go to these places got the highest murder rate so high. Jacob, I'm Mexican. Bro, the man's over there just killing each other, man. In the most gruesome fashion. Arguing with some gook about who's really a Jamaican. How about you stop killing each other wholesale? How about you do that? Can you do that? Get your priorities straight, man. He's over there slaughtering each other with some high caliber rifles and that, man. But that's why everything's got to be revamped, everything's got to be changed, man. Because when we go back into that land, we're not going to be carrying on in the land like how we're carrying on out here, man. The Bible says none shall hurt in my holy mountain, man. We're going to be in peace with each other amongst the tribe, but also amongst the tribes. We're going to be at peace with each other when we go back into that land, man. And reorientated, our mindset, everything, man.
Enlightened. You know, not acting like brute beasts. You know.
Some men are obsessed with Africa and everything. I mean, Africa, you know, it's the earth, but it's not our home. It's not our home base, man.
Not the lot he was given.
The Afrocentric Negroes.
This is Ezekiel 36 and 23. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which you have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, saith the Most High, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you.
Filthiness, man, 'cause our people have become filthier than filthy in these lands, man. Filthy, disgusting, fallen. But the Lord's gonna clean us up from all of that, and Yahweh Shai is the one that paved the way for that. Because if it weren't for Yahweh Shai, Esau, we'd be giving up onto him forever. But because Yahweh Shai paid that price, man, to give us redemption of sins, so that we could be delivered from the hand of him that hate us. And make no mistake, Esau hate us. Because if Esau loves our people, man, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't want to be loved. If we are the product of a loved people that have been loved, it's like if you go into a yard, yeah, you see a child and they're all bust up and bruised up and pure neglect. You ain't gonna be like, yo, their parents love them. Right? The rest of everyone else's bedrooms is pristine, best furniture. Then you go to the child's room and it's fucking mold all up in the room, and it's just like fucking fried chicken bones on the floor, and it's just all fucked up, stinking, and
Toxic love, innit?
you're like, would you assume that this child is loved? Nah, man. Or man's living in a doghouse in fucking.
Yeah.
That's Jake, man. That's Jake. Like, you live in the worst. So how can you be loved by your possessors, man? Come on. They hate us, man.
Yeah. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and you shall walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them.
Right. That's the most important thing that Yahweh Shai came to do. That's why Yahweh Shai had to become a sacrifice to establish the new covenant. That's why it was so important, because this thing's like a two-part, where the Lord came to establish forgiveness of sins, so he could come the next time to actually provide the salvation, because we haven't been saved yet. We haven't been physically saved yet. We've been saved on paper. The payment has been made to do it, but the Lord ain't done it yet. Because guess what? If the Lord had come 2,000 years ago and just saved us, we would have went straight back into slavery. Because the reason these things were happening to us was because we were wicked. If we took all Jake now and said, yo, Esau or whatever just said, listen man, hold this, here's some gold, some silver, go back over there in the land of Israel, like you're the Israelites, listen man.
They complain to Moses, they want to go KFC or McDonald's again.
Bro, niggas will kill you, bro. Listen, you be walking down the street, niggas.
But this is the
That's
thing.
it, just niggas ain't right, man.
But this situation we're talking about now is just business as usual, man, because we've been delivered. We've been saved from our
Exactly.
enemy. And we've come back with built the temple again. We've done all these things again, and end up back in the same place.
Right.
Because we haven't learned.
Because what is Jake's idea of salvation right now? We're so focused on money, it's unbelievable. That's basically Jake's answer to almost anything you could think of is money. But really, money is not a problem. If we could get all the money in the world right now, Jake would still kill each other. Yeah. Jake would buy the most high caliber strap you could find. Jake could be shooting each other dead to get more money. Yeah, so I got 10 million. This guy's got 10 million. I want his 10 million as well. That's how it works. Men are trying to kill him. Men are trying to fuck each other's wives. Yeah, all the same wickedness that's happening now would happen.
We was the problem.
Because again, we got that evil, right? But what did we read? He said that when the Lord delivers us this time, he's gonna change our heart, man. He's gonna make it where we keep the statutes and commandments, where we keep the laws, man. Yeah. He's gonna cleanse us and make sure we remain clean, which is important. That's why we gotta give even more glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because he basically fixing the whole thing. He giving us the full spectrum. He ain't doing the half a job. You know the man that do half a job, where like the botch job. You know when you botch it up, but then man got to come back and clean it up later. No, the Lord don't do botch jobs. This when Yahweh Shai did this work and he said it is done, it is done. He ain't gonna have to come back again and fix this and fix that, or tweak this or tweak that. We ain't gonna see Jake in the condition that we are right now.
Never again.
You know what a good example of that is? Atlanta. Niggas get money. Niggas will get now. Atlanta, when niggas just shooting each other. That's where them niggas been. Isn't that
over at asking the Migos down?
Them niggas in Atlanta, YSL, all them dudes there, they be getting money. Atlanta is known for being one of them states that Jake started doing well. Yeah. They started making money. As soon as Jake started making money, did that mean they became more peaceable? No, them man bought more straps. And did they start killing Esau? No, they started killing themselves. Why? Because it's that evil heart. Them curses, your eyes shall be evil towards your brother, man. That covetousness. Yeah? So that's why we need Yahweh Shai. We don't just need money. But America has got our people fooled into the dollar is the salvation. I just gotta get that bag. We just gotta get the bag. Esau gotta give us reparations. Jake just listen, you give all them niggas in LA money, yeah? What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen, man?
The only reason why Jake's so obsessed with money, because you're given the focus of being poor. And you think, obviously, to balance that, you need to be the opposite of that, Yeah. But that's not exactly what is really needed.
Yeah, you blame your wickedness on your monetary situation, which no, that's not the case. Because there's countries and places in the world that are extremely impoverished, and they ain't got the crime and the violence that you niggas produce in them ghettos. Why? Because them people there don't have the fucked up mindset. Go on. So Jake gotta change his mind, man. Cleansed, renewed, and that's why we preach Yahweh Shai. because it's something better. Yeah?
It's Philippians 3:20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence we look for the Savior Hamashiach Yahushua, who shall change our vile body that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
That's beautiful, man. And you see Esau coming with all this like genetic modification and all this stuff, man. Forget Esau, man. Anyone that worships Esau, you're detestable in my eyes. Because Esau is such a, he's disgusting, bro. I don't even know what the word is, man. And when I see these people gassed off Esau and worshipping this guy, listen, the Lord is going to show you what it's really about. See all this bullshit, you see everything Esau's trying to do? He ain't got it, man. You gonna see, when the Lord transform us, man, that's when you're gonna be like, yo, the Most High is truly great, because he gonna really transform us and give us the upgrades that Esau wish he had. Klaus Schwab, they wish they had the upgrades. They ain't nowhere near on the same level. You got something up?
Yeah, I got two. Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellence of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it.
Jake lacked the wisdom and knowledge part, bro.
Lord.
Jake trying to get this money, but got no wisdom and knowledge. Don't know how to be as an individual on the planet, to be an upstanding person, you know. That's why Jake always getting into problems. He always into trouble.
And the scripture says that Nabal and his riches will soon depart. Yeah. Because wisdom will give you the right instruction on how to spend money in the correct ways that are beneficial to you. Because even when you get money as well, you get that individual like Malcolm Jackson. Anything you want is just achievable to you. And you end up
become a consumer.
You end up fucking yourself up.
Feeding Esau's system, his economy. That's what he's doing. You know, but if Jake just knew that, you know, Jake just knew how to be better individual, and, you know, all round, you know, not just to do with money. You know, things would be a bit more pleasant in a way.
That's what this ministry is about, perfecting the saints, man. Bringing us back to the right of things, man. Understanding the righteousness of the Most High and desiring in that righteousness, man. And then Yahweh Shai is going to provide that for us, man.
Yep.
Yahweh Shai is the one, and that's why we always have to mention it's about Yahweh Shai, because we can't do it by ourselves, because we're weak, you know, we have faults, we have shortcomings, but Yahweh Shai never had none.
Yeah.
You know, Yahweh Shai is the lamb that was without blemish. He's perfect in every way, and through his perfection and his righteousness, we're going to be brought forth into that perfection and righteousness, man. Yeah. So that's why we give, and Jake don't like that. Jake love things and diamonds, and they want to praise all this wickedness, man. But we're not going to do that. We're going to give praise unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, to whom it is due. Because at the end of the day, we're just men. We can't get to the end, cross the finish line by ourselves, man. Because in this world, yeah, you look at all the niggas that they claim made it. That's making it. I don't want to fucking make it, man. I'd rather be with the Lord and make it way the Lord said what we gonna get from the Lord than what Jake. This Esau's got people desiring to be these celebrities and shit, man. And when you really break it down, them celebrities is in hell.
Yep.
They in hell, man. Fuck that, man. They ain't better off than me.
So book of Revelation 5 and start from 9 it reads, and they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seal thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
So that means that's why the elect are not going to receive the mark of the beast, because the mark of the beast is like you claiming ownership, and the Lord will not have that, you see, because the elect spiritually the Lord has claimed ownership over the elect. From the minute they believed in Yahweh Shai, it's like, okay, what did Yahweh Shai say? They who you have given me, they are dying, and none can pluck them out of my hand, right? So that means we're not gonna, our worship is towards the Lord now. We're serving the Lord. Now, even though we're in captivity and we got to go along with the captivity, when you take that chip, you submitting yourself completely, spiritually, physically over to this man. You're worshiping this man. The Lord ain't gonna have that for his elect. So that's why it's important. None of the elect are gonna receive that mark. None, not even one, not even half a mark. Not even a little piece of a mark will the elect take. Because the scripture says they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. These men are virgins.
Not getting penetrated, man.
Not getting penetrated by the jib jab, man. No, or none of that. Now, if it weren't for Yahweh Shai, then we'll be doomed to that. And then we'll be zombies for, no hope, brain implants. You just want to put an implant, control your thoughts. Imagine that, man, having a freaky individual like Esau having that level of control over you, man. That's disgusting. Because these Edomites ain't right, man. They be weird, you know. It's like a nightmare, man. Thank Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Hashem. Can you imagine that, man? These weirdo Edomites, man, that be slapping asses and drinking fucking beers out of nut cups. These weirdo fart smelling dudes having power over you. These men that's paying for shit in jars and shit, they're gonna put nah, man, allow it start. They too out there for me to have. Nah, that sounds like hell. He's so nasty, man. He weird, man. He out there. He alien. Go on,
This is the book of Ephesians 1 and 3. Blessed be the power and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who has blessed us with all spiritual blessing in every process in Mashiach, according as He has chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love, having predestined us unto the adoption of children by
predestined us unto the adoption of children, right? To be sons, to be His people, right? And that's a special title only allotted to the Israelites, the sons of God. And not anyone can receive that blessing or that title, man. Even though the Christianity tells you that that's the case, it's not the case. There's a separation. The Lord has already bestowed that blessed title on specific spirits. Only an Israelite can be a son of God. Everyone else is just below that level. Just like a dog can't be a son of God. Now you ask yourself why? Why can't a dog be a son of God? This is not one of God's creatures. What? You just can't. He's a dog. Well, you heathens, you can't be sons of God because you're fucking heathens, man. It's just how it is. It's just how the cookie crumbled, isn't it? Yeah? And that's the greatest gift or greatest title that you can have. Like Esau, you know, obviously you can't monetize it. In this world, it don't mean nothing in this world because Esau, but it means a lot, man, really, when you really understand. To be declared to be one of his sons, it means everything. You done hit the jackpot, man. If you're an Israelite, I mean, the lottery ain't even the word. It's beyond that. And that's why Esau's hurt. That's why Esau wanted that birthright, man. Because to be us, that's it. There ain't no other prize. There is nothing better. There's no, anything else is a step down. You know? We're at the top of the pecking order. We're at the top of the you know, top of things. It's just true.
The Most High holds the greatest title in existence, and yet we're the sons of that power.
What's
What can top that?
What's above that? There ain't nothing above that, man. So just be grateful, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Right, the good pleasure, because it was always the Lord's will for us to play that role and to be that people. That was always his will from the very beginning. He never wanted to incorporate other nations. That's why we read already, he's going to take us out from among the nations, man. Out of all these different kindreds and tongues, man. Because we're scattered among these goofy ass heathens, man. And they're just regular people. Regular meat sacks walking around on the earth, eating fucking centipedes and shit. Salamanders. I saw one video.
Why can't they just kill them? I
I
don't
saw-
understand. Like eating is one thing, yeah. But why is it got to be alive?
I saw a video the other day. They fucking group eating a salamander, man. Did you know you get them shot? You know. Have you ever seen a salamander?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the big ones.
Yeah.
You know the big giant salamanders.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. Hey, passport boys might not be winning after all, man. Fucking go get a woman and cook you up some salamander. Anyway, go on. Man.
Wow.
This is
Genesis
weird.
Genesis 27, verse 28. Therefore Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Verse 29. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
So that's an entitlement. The fact that you had other nations to bow down, that's an entitlement that we are entitled to have because the Most High gave it to us. And you other nations don't want us to be in that position. But guess what? That's too bad. The Most High already declared that, and it will come to pass.
Yeah, and we're gonna be raised up in power to do that too. We're gonna get power to be on that level, man.
Yep.
And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be everyone that blesseth thee.
And Esau's cursed. Esau cursed us, man. Esau cursed us throughout history, but even in recent history, man. When he ran into the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, he didn't bless our people. He cursed us. But anytime our people ran into Esau, everything went downhill.
Problem.
Facts. There's not one time where our people interacted with this devil and it went uphill from there. It went downhill, fast, rapidly. That's a fact. The good Christian man, we went, oh no, but you learned how to read it. Now it's bullshit. Our people always read and write. We're the most manuscripted people on the planet, man. We were already intelligent. We had already had civilizations. Esau, you ain't done nothing for us but destroy us, man. We could do it on our own because we're the people of the Lord. And we will. Because the kingdom of heaven ain't gonna have none of your input.
Don't need it.
What are we gonna ask Esau for? Oh, Esau, how do we do? Listen, break up that rock right there, man.
Yeah, because the realization of it is, man, everything that you do is wrong. You might, you create things and that you do it the wrong way. You cause damage no matter what it is that you're doing. You build a car, it's better than a horse. It's more powerful, this and that. Even though you're polluting the earth with pollutants or whatever, breathing, people are dying from this fucking stuff came from the smoke and shit. You know what I mean? You do things wrong, and we're just gonna do things better.
You're wrong.
You don't need your input.
There's a concrete and the Lord as well.
No, this is gonna be concrete for sure, but it ain't helping our bodies right now. You're right. But we're just gonna do things better, so we don't need your input because you don't know nothing. You don't know the correct way to do nothing.
This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Jehovah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, But thus saith the Lord Jehovah, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Jehovah. Yeah, the Lord's gonna make an example out of America. All of those hundreds and hundreds of years that it's taken, and America's always got construction sites and something being built up and a new development, but the Lord's gonna wipe it all away in an hour. He said, where like even the Arabian won't pitch tent there, you're gonna have desert and doleful creatures that are the only things that are gonna be able to inhabit that land, no?
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a spooky memorial for the rest of the omniverse, man. That what happens to you when you're proud, when you're hypocritical and proud, right? And you go against everything which is righteousness of the Most High. You go against everything, man. And then think you can sail off into the sunset and establish yourself forever. It don't work like that, man. But we're going to establish ourselves forever through the name of the Lord. And guess what, man? We're going to be ruling by these laws that you said were outdated and couldn't be done. Like we're going to be, and we're not going to be no cave people either. About some bullshit like, listen, man, we're going to have the most advanced technology that people have ever seen. Moving like real advanced, man. Secrets of the universe, man. That's what I'm going to run with. You got Jeremiah?
Yeah, let's read this quickly. It's Joel 20 verse 5 says that verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, America's a short history, man. Like less than 200 years is short. And these devils have had a good time. They had a nice little joyride, but we're already at the end of it. This ain't gonna go on for too much longer. It can't go on for too much longer. You know, this society is already like, it barely replenishes itself. In fact, the thing about the depopulation is already in effect. And ultimately, depopulation always leads to a collapse, because in order for any society to grow, you need a certain amount of children being produced, because you can't end up with more old people than you have young people. This doesn't work. That's why China, when they had the one-child policy, they're on the verge of collapse. That's why they had to reverse it, because they realized that we got aging generation. So how does that work? The whole thing has to collapse. In Europe, Esau hasn't been procreating for a long time, because they're selfish, so they don't have children. They got a selfish attitude towards procreation. 2, that their men are not very virulent. They like to stick their penises in places where women can't get impregnated, and in things that cannot be impregnated. I'm just telling the truth, bro. Like they don't like that kind of stuff, man. They like, you know, weird shit that you can't get impregnated from. They might stick the dick in a muffler, or I don't know, man, in a fart jar, whatever. Them dudes will be so. Esau's already been known that their rate is like 2, when you need a rate of like 2.2 just to sustain your population. So even when you look at the UK, the only reason why the UK population is increasing is because of immigration. Because the Edomites themselves, they're depopulating, and then what they've found out is you're getting overall population now because of what Esau's doing in the earth, like all the diseases, all the wars, right, all the sterilizations and different things Esau's doing is making the population shrink, which also leads to collapse. Now in our world it's going to be multiplying, man, because you need more people. What's Esau been telling people all these years is the problem with the earth? There's too many people. This man is a devil. He needs to go. He needs to go. You ask, oh yeah, that's because there's too many people. No, it's not. No, it's not because there's too many people. Because Esau is a bad steward. Problem ain't because there's too many people.
1% of all fucking resources.
It's a joke, man. It's mad. You got Jeremiah, or you got another one, or you got more? Okay, cool.
This is book of Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
They're going into slavery. You know, they managed to put us into hardcore captivity and have us under complete control. Guess what? They're about to get the mark of the Israelite. That's what they're about to get. That's what we do know. That's what we do know. They're going to be getting marked. They're going to be getting marked. Yo, hold still. Shit going to be sizzling like when you You put a fresh burger on a grill. This is a. They're gonna receive the mark of our name. Remember that, yeah? Because you can go ahead.
It's plantation.
Yeah, we're gonna be marking you Edomites up, and guess what? You're gonna own nothing and enjoy it. See, that's the beauty. Just like when Pharaoh was chatting the most, killing the first, and then it all came back on his own head. Everything that you Edomites desire to do to us is gonna come back on your own head. Yeah, because you're gonna go into slavery. You're gonna own nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean nothing. When we put you Edomites in slavery, you won't own yourselves. Your life is going to be in our hands. Yeah. We're gonna decide what you do. You're talking about CBDC. Listen, you ain't ready for the CBDC that we're gonna give you, because when you sleep, if you sleep, what you eat, and I'm telling you for free, what you eat ain't gonna be gourmet. You're just gonna get certain essential vitamins and minerals in order to sustain your body, in order to do the work efficiently that we want you to do.
Just imagine that shit.
But you could be malnourished to a certain degree and still do the work. You're gonna be getting that, and you're gonna be eating the same thing every day. Every day, without fail. You're not gonna be enjoying meat, because you Edomites have enjoyed too much meat. The Edomites went over to Argentina and all that, and all they do is eat meat.
Well, they're saying we eat too much. You gotta eat locusts and
What?
whatever. Innit? So,
They write on that.
So,
They write on that, because
they
you
gotta
think
do
I'm
that.
gonna kill one of my calves. I will ever kill one of the most sized creatures, yeah, in order to sustain your existence. No, you're gonna be eating a chaff. You're gonna be eating just the basic grain as your meal, right? And you're gonna be drinking just water. You ain't gonna be getting no juice or no wine. Wine, you Edomites ain't getting no wine in the kingdom, because the Bible tells you that wine was made to make man glad.
Yeah.
So
That's what the idea is.
even us in our captivity, the Lord had mercy on us, where we could touch a little something. That's why Jake loved that Henny and Coke. Jake be drinking down the liquor store. You put the liquor store in our neighborhood thinking, yeah, we're gonna fuck these niggas up. Really, it's the Lord's like, listen, y'all niggas gonna be here for a while, so you might as well just drink this. You about to be down bad, yeah? So I'm gonna get this white boy to supply you with unlimited fucking alcohol to chill you off. Cause we gonna get some alcohol tonight, and brothers is gonna be drinking, watching Caleb Plant, our favorite white boy, fuck up that David Benavides, man, for being proud, right? But in the kingdom, you Edomites are gonna, because they don't want us to have that. They're saying now, oh, the carbon, this footprint, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
You gotta reduce your this, that, and the other. So you what? If you're gonna be drinking alcohol on the Esau system, so guess what? We're gonna put him under that system.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get no alcohol, minimum pussy, minimum. Only what is essential for your reproduction.
Yeah, yeah.
So man, and it's gonna be breeders. So it's gonna, most of you ain't even gonna get none. Which you don't get none now anyway, to be honest with you. That's why you on the internet, incels, man, on the internet, like her. You know, I hate women. Yeah, I bet you do. Following Andrew Tate, like, you know what I mean? You're talking about your alpha male, but you know, you down bad, right? So that's how it's gonna be. You're gonna be in the kingdom sovereign. You're gonna have no land. You're gonna have no car or any form of transportation. You ain't gonna be doing no traveling, because they say you ain't gonna be doing no traveling. You're on 15-minute city. But you be lucky to be traveling. You live on the fucking pit that you're gonna be working in. I'm being dead serious, man. You devils are about to go under the most hardcore slavery that's ever existed on the planet Earth, man. We're gonna make sure that there's no enjoyment for you. Every day is gonna be a long day, man, to get through to another day that you don't look forward to.
Some of you Edomites not gonna know there's the outside world, man.
What for? Your world is gonna be small, dark, and nasty, man. And ugly and stinky.
There's a sun out here, man.
For the wicked boosters of his heart desire, and he blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhors.
Yeah, you want everything to yourself, man. You want to take away the inheritance of the Israelites, take the inheritance of the other nations. You want to take away the animals' place, the dolphin, and nothing can't have nothing with you around. That's why you're gonna be captivated, and then eventually we're gonna exterminate you from the earth. You're gonna be removed from the earth. Since you wanna take out this animal and take out this animal and decide you wanna kill this people and kill that people as if you're the Most High. You ain't the Most High, man. Talking about planets and this, that. Bro, you guys doing too much. You ain't making it off this planet. Star dates. Nah, bro. Go on.
The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Most High. Most High is not in all his way, his thought.
Right, these devils don't give glory to the Most High. They don't consider the Most. If you consider the Most High, the first thing you consider is the Lord. So the fact that Esau doesn't consider the Lord the Most High shows you don't consider the Most High. Because if you respected the Most High, then you would respect his guidance. You'd be like, oh yeah, the Most High, but okay, so the Most High said he don't like that. So then we ain't gonna do that. Whatever we do, we need to not incorporate that because he said don't do it. And the whole LGBT thing and how strong LGBT is in Esau society is proof that the Most High ain't in his thoughts. He ain't got no fear of the Lord because he'd be like, you know what, man? Yo, man, we ain't doing that. We don't need to do, because you don't need to do that. What was that all about?
Esau like the opposite, man. I'm gonna do that because it's gonna piss off, you know what I mean?
And promote it and push it
Yeah.
and spend time and money on it.
Show you how wicked he is.
Nah, man.
His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
And they don't really think that they're gonna go down bad the way we're telling them they're gonna go down bad. And I understand. Because it's bad. It's like, you know, and everyone always thinks that when they're at the top. No one ever thinks that they, you know, will come when they're gonna be down bad, because that's the pride of man. We're temporal beings. We can only absorb, to the most part, the here and now. So when you're on the top here and now, you don't envision being on the bottom. It's like a young man. A young man don't envision the day where his back hurting and he can't run for the bus no more. You try to tell a 17-year-old about getting old and losing a yard of pace. Man, no. I mean, yeah, but it's like, you don't really, even when you was young and you had man coming, oh yeah, look, trust me, when you get to my age, you're like, whatever, bro. Now you're all jacked up, you're like, oh shit, like this aging thing is serious, bro. But when you're young, you don't know nothing about that because you're in your strength. The only thing you know is your strength. You don't envision that. You can't understand that because you can't feel it. Only thing you feel is what you know. So Esau's in his strength right now. He can't envision in a mud pit. He'd be laughing at them heathens like that. Well, I got one thing, I got a video where the guy's talking about, name the black country that you would want to live in. Esau's just proud, man, because he thinks he got it all going on. But trust me, that first day is gonna be in fact, they're being shocked for the whole time. They probably won't even believe it. They probably won't even believe it. They think they're in a dream. They're pinching themselves like, nah, this can't be real. This can't be real. Wait, what was that fucking? Oh, there's no place like home. Clicking their fucking heels together, thinking they go disappear and teleport back to Kansas. Kansas is gone. You in hell now. Go on, huh?
His mouth is full of cursing, and deceit and fraud, and his tongue. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lacking places of the village. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lies.
And that's Esau's kingdom. That's how it's always been. His eyes being set privily against the poor, even while he claims to be the champion of the poor. They have world summits about tackling poverty. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, man. This ain't right here. This is shit for real.
saying right here.
This
Right,
can't
yeah.
be for real, man. You got all them homeless people, and then
It's
man
all about the
find,
richest as well, like, it's still.
yeah, but then man find 100 billion to send to Ukraine, like, because it's all a scam. It ain't even about Ukraine. They're twisting that money back round to themselves anyway. That's how it works, man. These dudes is demons, man. Liars, deceit, fraud.
We've got the cost of living crisis, that's the slogan, but then like all the energy companies are making triple times the
Scams,
turnover.
The fuel companies, the electric companies, gas
British gas
companies.
turnover
Right.
3 times the standard.
Because the energy crisis is literally just to squeeze the people. That's all it is. It's manufactured crisis so they can get control.
And your bills are still going to go up this April. That's what's mad, isn't it? It's still going up in April.
What?
Yeah, boy. Captivity for
I forgot someone else had to close down some factories because of the cost of production. Yeah, a lot of the yeah, go on. Man. But this is what happens when you live in a world where the man that's ruling is not true. And one thing you're gonna know about the kingdom of heaven is it's gonna be righteous rulership. It's gonna be truth. There's not gonna be no ulterior motives of the rulers of the earth anymore. What you see is what you're gonna get. And what you get is what you're gonna see. You ain't gonna be there trying to do no skullduggery and no undermined tactics and all this bullshit, man. Like Esau does. Saying he's trying to help you when he don't help you. We don't want to help, we just don't help you. If we want to help, we're gonna help. So what is in games, man? CIA and MI6 and undercover agent, all this bullshit, man. That's a waste of my time. Waste of resources, man. All this madness going on.
He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to cut the poor. He does cut the poor when he draws him into his net. He crouches and he ambushes himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, Mosiah has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see.
Yeah, and that's actually like they think like, oh yeah, the Most High, he's not really bothered about these people because look, we've been violating them for all these years and he ain't done nothing. But what they don't know is that the Most High is long suffering and the Lord had his will that he had to complete. And the Lord ain't like men. We're mortal, man. So for us, like waiting at a stoplight is just
That's true.
Hey, brother, our woman's so fucking impatient, man. Like, she's the most impatient woman on the planet. Man will pull up at the stoplight and it's been like 5 seconds. Oh, this is... No, what the fuck, man? Let's wait, man. It's been like 5 seconds at the stoplight, man. Well, that's just the flesh, man. The mortality. You been there, like, you gotta wait for...
everything.
You gotta wait for, yeah, you gotta wait for 5 minutes and that's eternity. Like, calm down. To the Most High, when you're an eternal being, time is different, man. So the Most High don't see time the same way man see time. So whereas you think, oh yeah, like it's been a while and he ain't done nothing, to the Most, this is one day unto the Lord is as 1,000 years, man. So it ain't been that long for the Most High, and when he get you, he gonna really get you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Got Jeremiah.
Yeah.
So we gonna go back into our land, and all the different tribes are gonna have their inheritances again, and Esau's not gonna have an inheritance, and he's gonna be working our fields, and we're gonna be benefiting off 100% of his labor, and he ain't gonna get none.
Zero.
Simple as that, and we ain't gonna feel no way about it. And you might say, but you're just as bad as them. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna feel no way about it, man. You can look at it like that if you want to look at it. Yeah, you can look at it how you want to look at it. It's not even gonna matter. If you put them in slavery, you're just as bad as they are. You sound like a pussy. That's what you sound like to me. And that's something vocab would say, isn't it? Fuck vocab, man. We ain't gonna feel no way about it because it's a righteousness of the Most High. It's a righteousness with the Lord to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you, man.
Yep.
And when we're busting you up and putting punishments on you, we ain't gonna feel bad about it because it's righteous judgment, man. Revenge, man.
You think the Most High is gonna care about how you feel about the situation? Of course he ain't. Same way we ain't gonna care either, man.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. So the guy that's getting revenge with the sword, is he the bad guy? Oh, that's funny, because when Esau's writing these heroes in these fucking Hollywood films, they ain't got no problem fucking cheering man's on when the Rock on when he's busting multiple head caps, is it? When he, you know. But when we talk about the judgment that's coming, we were in the wrong. But it ain't wrong when they send their troops over to Afghanistan and fucking level a few goat herders, innit? They start celebrating. Yeah, fuck yeah, America. They could do what they want, but as soon as the Hebrew Israelites talk about, you know, the judgment that we're gonna bring on these other nations according to the Bible, all of, hey, wait, hold on, wait, you know, that's wrong. Hey, love thy neighbor, love that. Yeah, we are gonna love to fuck your shit up, man, and it's gonna be real. David was on that smoke, man, chopping people up, man, for real, butcher. You see what happened to Goliath, man, head removal specialist. I keep telling you, man, it's not gonna be nice. Because that's life. The reality of life is everything ain't always nice, man. And there comes a time when things have to get nasty. Things have to get dirty.
Reap what you sow.
Even in the law, you think it's nice? You gotta fucking stone your wife to death if you catch her out in adultery, according to the law. But who writ that law? He didn't say tickle her to death with a fucking no. He said stone. You know how dramatic and impactful that is, man. Because things ain't always gonna be nice. Now, is it wrong? No. According to the Bible, it's not. But why? So why do you want to all of a sudden make everything nice? Oh, it's gonna be nice captivity. It's not gonna be fucking nice, man. Nice captivity. You know what I mean? Natural black. There they go.
Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
That's mad. That's mad right there. That's a war crime. That's human rights violation. Well, I'll tell you this for free. There ain't gonna be no human rights in the kingdom of heaven. I've been telling you this for years. So it doesn't matter what you got to say in it. You can't demonize us any more than we've already been demonized in this world. And that's what vocab and all these guys that come up against us don't understand, is that we've already been down and out. We really ain't got nowhere to go. What else do you want to do? Oh, you want to kill us? You want to? Okay. What's new? Bring something else. What are you gonna do? Put us in captivity? I got news for you. We're already in captivity. What are you gonna do? Put hell on us? We already had hell put on us. We don't have no name to protect in this world. So you want to demonize us and make us look bad? Oh, this person did this and you did. What's new? You've been doing that. That is not gonna save you when you get delivered into our hand, because your validation is not going to be necessary in that day. Nobody cares. Once you get delivered into the hand of your enemy doesn't care how you look at him or what names you call him. They don't care that they're the bad guy in that moment in time. Because I'll be the bad guy. Because I'm going to be the bad guy to you. Am I not? When David lined up them Ammonites and selected and divided the line in two, and he said, kill that line and leave that line, he didn't care what them Ammonites had to say about it. Oh, not nice. They still died though, innit? And the man them that did that ate good that day, innit? There weren't no flashbacks. Yeah? The man didn't get no PTSD. They just killed them, and that's how we're gonna be. You're righteous, man. David had some real killers with him, man. For real. Not nice, man. Well, man. Now we're not gonna hide away from that and shy away from that. That's part of the gospel. That's part of what we preach. That you Edomites, you other nations, you're gonna suffer at the hands of our
killing instruments and our cutting instruments in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna suffer under the thorns and the briars, man. You're gonna be punished in the kingdom. The scourges, and the Lord said He scourges our enemies 1,000 times greater. So look at what happened to us, and know that it's gonna happen worse to you. So you go watch the Emmett Till film that they're about to bring out. Go watch that. What you did to Emmett Till for supposedly, and she lied as well. She admitted she lied for looking at. Well, guess what? You better not listen. You better not look at no Israelite woman in the kingdom. That's what I know for free.
Look at me.
Yo, because it's gonna be worse than Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Devils. Yeah, looking at me like, did you just look at me? Gaze up on blind man straight off the bat.
The book of Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
That's what we're waiting for, man. When America is destroyed, instantly we're gonna receive power. Because the destruction of America, you see, the whole thing is gonna switch just like in an instant.
Yes.
1 minute you got the power, and then it's like that movie, Mortal Kombat Final the series. I don't know if you've seen it, yeah? The Mortal Kombat Final Conquest, right? Raiden is fighting Shao Kahn, right? And Raiden's fucking up Shao Kahn, yeah? Shao Kahn's getting fucked, but what he didn't know was fucking Shao Kahn had already switched it up where the realm was changing over to Outrealm, where Raiden ain't got no power. And right there to the end, when he was about to fuck up Shao Kahn, he went to hit Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn's like, started laughing. He's like, what? He's like, you're in my realm now. Boom! Just started fucking him up. Bang, bang, bang. Just murked him up. Just like that. And everything changed. So that's how it's going to be for us, right? You're going to have power to do what you got to do in this earth while you can. And then there's going to come a moment where you're going to have no power. It's over. America's destroyed. We've been changed into super beings. And from that moment on, you're going to have no say or power in the earth. We're going to have the power. Like right now, you got the power to like the you know, the what's it called, that all these different authorities operate off you. You can get permission. If we go and do something now, Esau will decide whether what we did is right or wrong and what punishment that we're going to receive. Because you got that authority and the power. Right? But guess what? In the kingdom, we're going to be in that position. So when we put hands on you, there ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. Just like how America could go into Iraq and commit war crimes, and everyone knows it's a war crime. Everyone knows that you've broken human rights violations. But no one can't do nothing, right? Well, in the kingdom, we're going to have that power. Where we're going to be like, yeah, do this, do that, do that, do this, do that. And ain't nobody going to come and tell us nothing. No one can, because we're at the top of the power structure.
Well, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about them saying, you know, people trying to speak against the law. It's asking them what thou do, what thou doest, right? It's gonna be saying of us, you know, when ask us what we're doing.
That's in Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter.
You know, like you can't question the Heavenly Father about what He's doing. You ain't gonna question us what we're doing.
What?
You know, like you got some, you know, you're against something that we're doing. Who cares?
Try and guilt trip, man.
Can I shoot this quickly?
Aren't we all human? We're laughing, bro. And that's all a man really needs is power. Once you get that power, man, you're free from conscience, man. Fuck all that, man. Hey, it's true, man. Listen, a lot of times you don't do shit because you're worried about what the repercussions is gonna be, man. So you really think if we get it, if Jake get Esau in the kingdom, and there ain't no repercussions for anything we do to you, what you think we gonna play with you, man?
Knowing that you got a sanction from the Heavenly Father.
Listen, right now the only reason why a lot of Jake don't be fucking up you Edomites right now is because they scared, man. They scared that the police is gonna come and the police is gonna shoot and kill them, or they're scared that fucking they're gonna go jail for 9,900 years, whatever Esau would give them. If they never had no repercussions to you, Jake, you Edomites will already be getting hunted out here. And that's real talk. Jake is scared of you because you're the power. And he knows that there's repercussions that come off the back of our actions. You be at work sometime looking at these Edomites wanting to bust head. But you know you can't bust head because it ain't the time. He's in his power. When you're in your power, you ain't gonna be thinking about busting his head. You're just gonna bust his head. Simple.
No one there to protect him.
No one to protect him. There ain't gonna be no bringbacks, no comebacks. I'm gonna go eat grapes with my wives, man. And drink Hennessy. Simple. What, man? Forget about you. You're an afterthought, man. Wouldn't even think about it after.
This quickly.
What's my man say? T said the next day came, it became funny. You remember that bar, innit? When I first knifed, man, it felt funny. Yeah, go on, man. That's it. Yeah, big up T for that bar, man. That's how it's gonna be with the Edomites, man.
So Revelation 11 verse 15, and the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord. That's the whole changeover right there. You know, as soon as Yahushua steps foot on the scene, man, Esau has no power. He has no authority in the earth anymore. You know, it's being stripped away from him, and with that we got the authority.
And that's liberty, man. That's true freedom. Right now, we're not really at liberty, because if we was at liberty, man, but that's real freedom. Right now, you have to be constrained. Right now, you have to see things that vex you, and you have to be patient. That's why it says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints, because it's a patience. When someone has wronged you, what do you instantly want to do? You want to get that get back. And when it burns within you to get that get back, don't it? And it's almost like you're suffering. You ask any family when when something's happened or some kind of injustice has happened to them, it's a form of suffering going through the process of getting to that justice. And until you get that justice, you are suffering. Because you can't get your satisfaction. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, we're not free. If we were free, Esau would already be fucked up, man. Jake ain't never been free. If Abraham Lincoln had freed the slaves, then the slaves would have fucked up them crackers, man. What are you telling me? How are you telling me they wouldn't have? But the reason they didn't, because they weren't free, because they know repercussions and consequences. That's the truth. You really give a man freedom where there's true freedom is when there's no consequences to what you're about to, no negative consequences. That's when you're gonna find out whether the man's free, whether he wants to do it or not. But when there's consequences, the man ain't gonna, you feel constrained. I'll do that then. Yeah, man, even though you really want to, you're counting the cost of that. No. It's the truth, man.
Because even when we came out of slavery, right? These Edomites are still being protected.
Yep.
They're going into prison or whatever they were doing with them. You know, but they weren't allowed to be killed. You know, so they're still being protected. Esau was still being protected even then. Even after.
They're coming to Jake neighborhoods to still do what they want to do without any consequence, right? And then if Jake tried to do anything back, Jake will face consequence. Yeah. So Jake will have to suffer it. You know? I had a clip from that guy, Chris Rock, and he was talking about all the different Jim Crow laws and how crackers would just go up in Jake's house and they ain't got food in their house, so they go up in Jake's house and they take all Jake's food, and Jake couldn't do nothing about it. You telling me he's free? You ain't free, man. We're gonna know true liberty when Yahushua gives us that power. Freedom comes through power. If you ain't got the power, then you're not free. You're constrained. You're restrained. If we were free, Vocab Malone would be in trouble. You best believe that. All these naysayers and scoffers and scorners. Go on.
Sorry? Yeah, finish it. Revelation 2 and 27. And he shall rule them with a load of iron, as the vessels of potter, shall they be broken to shiver, even as I receive of my Father.
So it's not gonna be nice, man. People want to debate, oh, you know, it's gonna be like employment. No, it's not gonna be nice, man. Because there's a lot of bad energy that needs to be, you know, there's a lot of you know, justice is like a scale. It's balance. The energy needs to be balanced, man. Esau's done too much. These other nations have done too much. There's been too much violation. They have to get it back. These men were sicking dogs on our people, man. Tearing up our children, chopping off. In the Congo alone, they were just chopping off people's hands. And not just 1 or 2 or 10 or we're talking about thousands of our people, hands just getting children. There's a famous picture where the guy's holding the hands of his like 5-year-old daughter, man. Because man didn't gather enough rubber, they chopped off his daughter's hands. There was a whole population of people in the Congo that grew up with like no hands. That's reality. Go look it up. There's pictures of just bare Negroes, just no hands. Because Esau chopped them off for the rubber. So what are you telling me? Like, them dudes that did that, they're just gonna come and work, you know? They're just gonna
Have unions.
yeah, have unions. Nah, man, them men are gonna be they're gonna get worked, but they also need to get punishments. Punishment, when you look up the word for punishment, it means pain. You need to suffer some kind of pain. A burning, a cutting, bruising, a skinning, a breaking of bones. You know what I'm saying? Go on, huh? Yeah, we can get that in Psalms. Okay, you got time? Yeah.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we can read that.
You want Psalms first?
No, we can read this, yeah. So that's part of our salvation is also gaining the power to deal with these nations, man, the way we really want to deal with them. To exercise that anger, that chip that they say that's on our shoulder. Because we do have a lot of anger within us because of what's happened to us. And a lot of time we take that anger out on our own people. But really we should be taking that anger out on you, but we can't. So Jake see each other and want to take out all that frustration and all that anger on our you know, what they call it, the angry black man, the angry black woman. Really, the real person that we need to be angry at is Esau. But you can't. Because if you take out your anger on Esau, man, you're finished out here.
You gotta think of the consequences.
Yeah. So when you go to work, you're in your best behavior with Esau, right? But then you buck up on your own people, or the woman come home, deal with her man, and she takes out all the anger on him. Because she knows she can't take out the anger on Esau, because Esau ain't putting up with that shit. Consequences.
It's Jeremiah 23 verse 1. It says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore thus says the Lord power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people.
I was going to say, because the Lord actually wants us to extract vengeance on this devil, and then you got the sellouts of our people that are trying to pacify the nation of Israel and put them back to sleep, and basically send them back into that lullaby kind of spirit of just loving this devil, man. Essentially, like the scripture says, cursed be he that holdeth back his sword from blood. The Lord wants Jake to essentially be ready, man, at his call to rise up in vengeance against this devil. But the majority of our people, for the benefits that they get and the softer life that slightly softer life that they've been given, want to continue to just please Esau Edom, which is why the Lord's going to come and make a speedy riddance of them along with this devil.
That's right.
This is said that ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord.
Yeah, these sellouts, they're back here today, right? And they're gonna be destroyed of all kinds. Because there's a class of our people who are willingly the boule. They're a big example of that. The so-called black boule, which exist amongst our people in various degrees. Not just the entities, because the most famous boule members are in the entertainment industry, but you can even go on the islands. Even among the so-called Hispanics and Native American Indians, there's always been a group of our people who Esau have used to keep the rest of the people in check. That's a fact. And those sellouts are the same people that were leading the people astray back then. They're gonna be destroyed, man. People like of the Martin Lucifer King persuasion, right? You got the black on consciousness dudes. They're all set up, right? The Lord's gonna destroy all them so-called Negroes that set themselves up as leaders among our people and are leading our people astray. All right, and the Lord's going to establish the righteous and true leaders, which is the 144,000, man, 12,000 out of each tribe. The rest of them sellouts, they're going to die in these last days, man. And a lot of them are going to be promoting the chip. A lot of them are going to be promoting the chip. They're going to be there working for Esau, telling you, oh yeah, this is for us. Esau's doing right by us. He's going to help. This, that, and the other. Just like what they were doing with the Jib Jab. Esau don't normally do good by black people, but we gotta trust him with this one because you know he's turned a leaf and he's gonna make sure we get it first. Fucking sellouts, man. I don't think he wants to target black people. You saw them, man. All these boule Negroes, all of them. How many of them were coming out and telling our people, actually, I know, man, I don't think we should be taken. None of them. None of them. You? Yeah, Big Driss, like.
Yeah.
All these people are so-called educated, Jake, doctor this, doctor that. They come out and they telling our people to take it, man. Even man calling themselves Hebrew Israelites. Like to big 6'4" dudes, man, like Tazayak and that, man. Sitting down in a table getting pricked by some bitch. Mad thing. Imagine that. Big burly Jakes, man. Can't fight off a flu by themselves, man. They gotta get pricked.
Says, therefore thus says Lord Power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evils of your doing, saith the Lord. Verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds.
So that proves the flock, the Lord's flock, the remnant, the sheep, are the Israelites. But that's who the Lord said that is the flock that was scattered. Yeah? And he's going to gather them again and what? Bring them to their folds. What's the folds? Those different inheritances that we are due in the land of Israel. And that's going to be a beautiful day. Because right now, we don't have no everlasting home. We're going to get everlasting homes, inheritance that's going to be in our lineage forever in that day, man. And it's going to be a beautiful day. The Lord himself is going to, yeah, that's your piece over there. That's your piece over there. And we just going to be like, yeah. And we can finally do something, man, that's going to last. That's going to be go forward. Right now, nothing you do here is going to last, man. Everything you do here is vanity. And on top of that, it's not you. Again, you don't really have the freedom. You're constrained by money, by Esau's laws. You gotta get Esau's planning permission for this and this for that. Bullshit. Overpriced. You don't even want to know what it will cost you to just buy a so-called house here in London. Fuck. You gotta sell all your kidney and everything. We're going to just get the land right there and then, fresh, ready for us to build up and enjoy forever. Family estates. You know? That's going to happen again.
Verse 3. I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their fold, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them.
But how are we going to be fruitful and increase? Because we're going to be procreating, man. You got these fools talking about how we're not going to be having sex in the kingdom. The fool. It says we're going to be fruitful and increase. We're not only going to be we're going to increase our food and our stores, and our animals are going to be increasing and proliferating, and we're going to be proliferating. We're going to be having children, sons and daughters. And our sons and daughters are gonna grow up and they're gonna be having sons and daughters.
And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed.
Right? Why are we not gonna fear? Because we're gonna have the power. We're gonna be we're gonna not have no military threat, no natural predators. No fear, no fear. Even Esau lives in fear now. That's why he acts like a bitch. That's why he's always got to be undermined about everything he does. We're not going to have no fear because no one will be ever able to take us down. We're so far and above, more powerful than everyone else. We're going to be like gods on the earth. Where the chariots are going to be rolling around our cities, just rolling around, man. We got the Air Force, man. Come on. Stop it. We're not going to have no fear. Right now, Jake is under terrible fear. No matter how big and bad Jake is, Jake's scared of Esau. Jake do not want problems with Esau. Even these gang niggas, what happened? Them niggas why they wearing balaclavas, huh? Niggas running around, no, they call it no face, no case. Because you're scared. You know that if you do the wrong type of thing and Esau already come for you, you and your whole gang are gone. If Esau really say, you know the day, like let's say you do some madness, right? And your face, and the face of you and your little bad boy friends that you think are so bad, if your face is on BBC News, you know it's over for you. You 100% know it's over. Like life is over. Nigga, oh bro, no fam, look, you're fake, yeah? We're looking for these guys. You're done. He's not gonna find you.
I saw this was American gangbang jigs. That was one that those I saw guys.
But they're running some top bad man, right?
Yeah.
But that's every nigga's fear. The feds come in on your ass, man. Because whether you die or you go jail, they're gonna get you. Go on,
No, I was gonna say you had that one Jake. I think his name's Woody or something, some stupid shit. Basically, like there was a clip with him and a police officer, and he said, "Listen, you have two options. You can either tell me the truth, or you're gonna have difficulties." And then there was like an hour-long clip of him just saying yes, that gang member, and basically giving detail on every. And at the end of it, he checked his pulse. He was so in shock, he had to check his pulse to see if he was still there checking his pulse.
Yeah, because that's the truth, man. Niggas are only tough, like with other niggas, man, in their constituency. But when it comes to Esau, Edom, they scared, man. They scared, and there's certain things that Jake know, like I don't really gonna. Jake would be quicker to touch another Jake, but would they really want to? Would you think any of them would want to touch Jeff Bezos? If they had a chance, to really put pressure on someone like Jeff Bezos, you think they'd do it? They'd be like, come on, man, it's a bit hot still. Because they know, like, after they touch Jeff Bezos, the Esau's eyes, the eye of Sauron, is going to come down on your ass. It's the truth.
Bezos boys gonna make sure you're there forever, man.
Yeah? They're gonna make an example out of you because you don't cross the line. You can go and shoot up random niggas, but you can't touch. Every Jake knows that. So even to this day, no matter how bad these Jakes are, they're all scared of Esau and Esau's power structure. The feds come, they running, they jumping over fences. They don't put that in there. Why don't you uplift that in your songs? How much you love to run from the cops. Why are you running? You got guns, right? Hide in your face. Do it out in the open. The whole reason why criminality is done in the dark is because you're fucking scared. Real man that's real bad, man, don't need to fucking... If you really got the power and you ain't scared of no one, everything you do is in the light. Yeah, I did that. For real, I did. Well, now what are you going to do about it? You ain't going to come out and do that, man. Because you know. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, everything we going to do is going to be in the light. We're going to do what we worried about. Do as we please. Ain't no, who's going to do something? We ain't going to be sitting there worried about invasions and this person might do this and that and, I need to have an Iron Dome. The motherfuckers over there, the missiles might come from the Palestinians. We're not gonna be fearing no man on earth, man. We only fear Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, man. We won't fear no man on earth. No nation cause us to get that feeling in the stomach, man. We're gonna bring judgment. We're not gonna worry about what you think about the judgment and what repercussions or what you might try and do. None of that.
Your opinions don't matter.
let's keep them depopulated because you ain't could depopulate what you want. I don't care how many kids you have. I ain't scared. You know? Esau's scared of us even. Go on, man.
Verse 4 again says, and I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord.
We ain't gonna be lacking nothing. We're not gonna be lacking wisdom, understanding, knowledge, our resources, slaves. We're not gonna be lacking. We ain't gonna come up short on anything. Everything we gonna have, anything we need, anything we require, we're gonna have. Ain't gonna be no shortages in our kingdom because the Lord is gonna provide all the things that we need. Man. The Lord is gonna provide everything that we need because guess what? The reality is everything that we need is already here. Everything that we need on earth exists on earth. The only reason we don't have the things that we need is because of our own sin and our own wickedness, man, and the Lord have withdrawn it from us. What is it? Oh, that's all. What is it that we need on earth that doesn't exist on earth already? It already exists. The Lord already created a planet with everything that you need already built in on it. It's here, man. Esau got it. Esau got it all. And he's keeping it from us. You know what I mean? Got all the chicken.
This verse 5 says, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and the king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is the name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness.
Right, and that's all we want, man. We want to be able to serve the Lord without fear. Something that we've not been able to do for a very long time, but we will. No fear of the enemy. Just being able to live, and that's what we're going to do. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be able to live. You're not going to be worried about bullshit that you're worrying about right now. Dark shadows and dark events. We're going to have our brothers, and we're just going to live, man. We're going to live day to day, day by day, and actually enjoy life, man. Enjoy the activities that you could do in this earth, man, without fear, man. You ain't going to worry about getting scammed, triple checking. You know what I mean? All this bullshit, man. You got to check your food now. You might not even be right. It could be plastic. You know, where'd you get that water from, Ark? You know, I got to be reading all the labels. I give up, man. I give up. I give up when it comes to food and shit and all that. Fuck it, man. Like, you know, it's too much, man. It's too much. Bro, come on, man. You're telling me it's not too much. Fuck. Oh, where's this from? Oh, what's that? That's not good for you. Oh, fuck, you know. Damn. We down bad, man. Can we have that? Can we eat that? Go on.
Song of Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
The Lord is going to be dwelling with us, the Israelites. And when it says the tabernacle of the Lord is with men, it ain't talking about mankind or humankind, it's talking about the Israelites. Because the tabernacle was always among the Israel. It wasn't among all the other nations. Right? The tabernacle is going to be with us, and really within us. The Lord is going to dwell with us, man. The light of the Lord, that light, yeah, of Yahweh Shai, right? And that's why we're going to be enlightened, filled with righteousness, yeah, doing the will of the Lord perfectly on the earth, man. all the day, all of us, all Israel, and that's gonna be like we're gonna be like the perfection of beauty. How our people should be, because right now it's ugly, man. Sin is ugly. When wickedness is ugly. It's a stain. It's a stink. It's scandalous, man. You know, if you got a family like the whole family ramming thing, that's a stink in the family, man. The dad's fucking the daughter and shit, and all this stink, man. Adultery stink. It's not right, man. It's ugly, man. You know, broken homes, man. Fucking stepdads and step-parents. It's all ugliness, man. It ain't right. It ain't beautiful. And we're supposed to be beautiful. We're supposed to be the Zion of the Lord. So the Lord's going to change us and fix us and plant us. And from that day forward, everything we do is going to be perfect and right. It ain't going to have to be redone. It ain't going to have to be re-examined. It's going to be done properly from day one. All of our actions, man.
Zion means monument, right? And we're meant to be like a representative of the Most High on the earth. We're meant to be an example on the earth for others to aspire to, you know. And right now, that is not a condition of our people right now. No, we're not nothing to be admired, nothing to parade around. You know, Jake likes to parade around all their fucking bullshit that they do. But we're meant to be so much more better, man. You know, to show others the light, the way to live.
You know, our children are supposed to be an extension of that. You know, in this kingdom, who knows what your children are gonna be, man?
Yep.
All the problems your children have. Like, if you got youths in this kingdom, you know that you just face bare problems, man. Bare problems. You're like, rah, like, this is crazy. You know, we ain't gonna have to go through all that in the kingdom of heaven, man. It tells you that your daughter shall grow up like the polished, pillars, and your sons like plants. This kingdom, look at Magic Johnson, man. You know? It's sad, and it can happen to anyone, man. Who knows if your son shall be a fool, daughter a whore. This kingdom, man, is messed up, corrupt. But New Jerusalem is going to be perfect, man, coming down from heaven. And that's what we look for, that's what we preach, and all that's due to Yahweh Shai. He's the one that's going to gather together Jerusalem, man, and renew Jerusalem and refreshen us, man. Forever.
And Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yeah, man. I'm in some pain right now. You know, all these ailments and joint problems and all these different stuff, the suffering, all the things that our people go through, as part of our punishment, man, this chastisement in this world is going to come to an end. We don't even know what it is to live like that. To live without pain, to live without tears and anguish and just bad things happening, man. But we're going to learn what that means in the kingdom, man. To feel that joy, man. To know only good things are happening, man. Only good things are coming, man. Only joy. No fuck ups. Like in this world, like you might have a good morning and your afternoon's fucked. You know what I mean? Just like that.
Short-lived.
Short-lived, man. You're like, oh fuck, man, something had to go wrong. You just know it's going too good today. Something's gonna have to fuck up. Yeah, but in the kingdom ain't gonna be like that, man. Yeah, man. That's what we're looking forward to. And Esau can't provide that for you. That's why, we seek unto the Lord, and not because Esau cannot give you these things, these promises that the Lord has promised us.
Security. Yeah. Can't give security.
Can't give it to you, man. Esau can't take away all tears unless he lobotomize you. You know what I mean? Esau can't take away all tears. Esau ain't gonna take away death. You know what I'm saying? Esau ain't gonna bless us like how the Lord's gonna bless us, man. So why take the mark? Why take his mark? That's what I want to know, man. Why choose Esau when Esau ain't gonna do nothing for you, but crush you as usual? That's my thing. You better off dead than joining on to Esau, because guess what? The Lord, he's able to reward you even in death, because he controls everything. That's his realm. When you die, where do you think you're going? You're going with the Lord anyway. So you might as well just die, man. Fuck it. You ain't the first. You know what I mean? You won't be the last. So you might as well, man. Why, don't sell out to Esau, because it's hella shameful, man. Because Esau, he's a fart smeller, man. He's unworthy to be worshipped in any way, shape, or form. You look at these elites and tell me that they're worthy of being worshipped. What worship are they worthy of? No? Any last scriptures? We'll close up. What's that? No. You got anything? Alright, then we'll close up with that, man. So, say, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching. Shalom. Shalom. The temperature, it's in the wind and just a bit.
Unlock your phone up. Double sure.
Yeah, the wind.
See, I got the
It
proper
is
security.
colder this week. It has been previously though. I felt it this weekend. You alright?
Yeah.